Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm Roche Jeffrey, and subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Week 13 of the college football season is practically in the books. Whatever you want to call the week before the final week of the regular season, the penultimate week, cupcake week, as it is affectionately called in SEC land, or more importantly, people that are not in the SEC make fun of the SEC for scheduling a bunch of garbage opponents in the second to last week of the regular season, which even I disagree with. I think it's really dumb to schedule a bunch of teams like that, but it is what it is. Could play them earlier in the year, but for some reason do not. But an interesting week of college football, as Caden the Diesel Freak affectionately calls it, another boring week of college football. He's a college football fan, and his team won 42-9, but it was a boring week of college football. Nothing can please Caden. That is what we know. Nothing can please Caden the Diesel Freak at all whatsoever. We got the godfather of the SEC, and Caden has made his return. He says he's been here. You did disappear for a while. You said you were gone, but Caden's back. We knew he'd come back. Couldn't miss the action over on Only Talk Sports, and he's still been lurking around the other areas of the college football community, including the voice of college football. He says he's banned, but besides all that, we are appreciative that Caden the Diesel Freak is in the comment section. But yeah, definitely a lot to get to with this week. I mean, not a lot of crazy upsets, but there were a few underrated results that did impact the conference championship races and the college football playoff race for all these teams. Some results, not a lot of them actually were that impactful, but some of them did. And we'll get to all of it and more, and I will probably drop the link later on in the show, as I always do. And that's when the show just goes completely off the rails, and we have a great time, and it's all because of you guys. You guys make the show so much fun, very entertaining with the amount of shenanigans that go down. Definitely appreciate you guys a lot, and don't want to stay up too late. I know that's another common theme on my Saturday night streams that go into Sunday morning. Hey, I'm not going to be on here until 3 a.m. And then we go on until 3 a.m. So maybe this time we'll be like, hey, we'll go on until 3 a.m. and maybe it will be only till 1 or 1:30 in the morning. But only time will tell, as the band Asia would say. But you got Ohio State Rutgers, right? That's the first game. I want to go in and get it out of the way. There's really not much to say here outside of Julian Sayin might have destroyed his Heisman hopes, because with no Jeremiah Smith and no Carnell Tate, not a lot of yards for Sayin, only 157 yards in this game. Coming into today, he was right behind Fernando Mendoza as the favorite to win the Heisman. Now he has dropped substantially. He's still the second favorite, second best player odds to win the Heisman, but it's dipped big time for Julian Sayin. Definitely Fernando Mendoza won the week when it were in regards to the Heisman race. So very unfortunate for Julian Sayin. It's not over yet for him. He still could win the Heisman, especially, if they win the Big Ten championship game convincingly, and he's the biggest reason they did. But definitely hurt his chances today with that win over Rutgers, not putting up a lot of stats. But other than that, I mean, Ohio State did exactly what they were expected to do against Rutgers, like they've done against every other opponent. They've had basically no close calls this season outside of the Texas game, if you even want to call it that. They've been dominant. Ohio State definitely not taking their reins off that number one position. There's not a lot else you can say. They did their job. Just Julian Sayin hurt his Heisman odds today. A&M obviously up next, since Indiana was on a bye they desperately needed. Texas A&M beating Samford in one of those glorious cupcake games for the SEC. 48-0 win. I mean, there's nothing to say. Even Marcel Reed didn't help his Heisman odds at all, only throwing for 120 yards. So definitely a good win for A&M, but not for Reed and his chances at the Heisman. Georgia beat Charlotte. I mean, these games don't matter. All right, USC, Oregon. So this game right here had some impactfulness for the Big Ten championship, possibly, and also when it comes to the college football playoff. USC is now eliminated from everything. USC is no longer in the playoff race. They are eliminated. And when you look at Oregon, Oregon's in great shape now. can make the college football playoff. Their odds of making the Big Ten championship game are slim because Indiana and Ohio State, if they both win, then Oregon is eliminated from that game. But all Oregon has to do is win next week, and they will be in the college football playoff for sure. Even if they lose next week, they still probably would be in the college football playoff. It'd be a lot dicier. But Oregon's in great shape. They got another quality win on the resume. Their only other quality wins probably that win at Iowa. Because, I mean, the Penn State win, in retrospect, has not turned out to be that good. But Penn State has been looking better. So, I mean, those are their best wins. I mean, definitely a weak resume overall for Oregon. But with their brand, you know, say what you want about brands, but, I mean, Oregon was already highly ranked to begin with this season. And they only have one loss to the team currently ranked number 2 in the country by 10. They've won every other game. Oregon's in great shape for the playoffs. Almost a lock for the playoffs. Oklahoma beat Missouri. Yeah, definitely a boring game. I don't know if people watch this, and I know Rough Rider is an Oklahoma fan. So, I mean, I'm glad Oklahoma won, I guess, because it would kind of been humiliating for Alabama to lose to Oklahoma, then for Oklahoma to therefore lose the very next week to Missouri. That wouldn't have been ideal. So I guess I'm glad Oklahoma did win. They just didn't look all that good. Either team looked all that good. I mean, Missouri got the surprise announcement that Bo Prabula had returned, and that did not help Missouri. Missouri was anemic and lifeless in the game, even though somehow Prabula threw for 231. That pick six kind of ended their chances because they couldn't do anything on offense. So just kind of an ugly game. I mean, at the end of the day, Oklahoma won, and now Oklahoma's in great shape for the playoffs. They just have to win next week, and they will get in at 10-2. But just a boring game, honestly. You know, as the headline game of the noon window, it just wasn't all that interesting, to be honest. But good win for Oklahoma. And Notre Dame destroyed Syracuse. Now, what's funny is there were a lot of people that, for some reason, on Twitter, not like the national media, but like on Twitter, that kept saying Syracuse is going to beat Notre Dame. Now, I understand Notre Dame has choked to a lot of teams in the past, right? Like we're talking the Stanford loss and the Marshall loss and the Northern Illinois loss. We know. But Syracuse is bad, and Syracuse doesn't have the starting quarterback, and they've been getting blown out by everybody. So people that were predicting Syracuse to win must not know football at all. Like and even some of them admitted that, hey, Syracuse, I did not know that they had this many injuries. I did not know that they were this bad. So at least they admitted that, because I was having some conversations with people on X today. They were like, oh, I thought Syracuse was bad. Dude, Syracuse was good last year when they had Colin McCord. And they started out good this year with Angeli, the Notre Dame transfer quarterback. But they suck right now. They are bad. And Notre Dame scored 21 points without ever touching the field on offense because of pick six, 2 pick sixes. And, it actually really was pick six because the Syracuse turnovers were pathetic. And then there was a big muff punt. I don't know. Syracuse they were just horrible to start the game, just basically gifted Notre Dame the win right out of the gate. I mean, all that win does is help Notre Dame's playoff chances. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs if they beat Stanford, which I know makes people so mad. I don't make the rules. Notre Dame is going to make the playoffs if they beat Stanford, and the Diesel Freak is not going to get his $500. So, good win for Notre Dame against a terrible, terrible football team. Dave Valensky, 6327. Appreciate you for being here. He comes in with a $4.99 super chat. Do you think that BYU will pass Alabama if BYU goes to the Big 12 championship game and Bama does not get in the SEC championship game? That is a very interesting question, because if Alabama loses to Auburn, they're not making the SEC championship game, and Alabama would therefore be out of the playoffs. But your scenario is, I'm assuming, if Alabama wins against Auburn and doesn't make the SEC championship game. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think if Alabama beats Auburn, they're pretty much a lock for the SEC championship game. I don't think there's really any way that they wouldn't get in at this point, because all the results they needed went their way. Like Tennessee beat Florida, which helped out the percentage conference winning percentage or whatever that you need to have compared to everybody else to be the best team of the one-loss teams in the SEC. Texas beat Arkansas. All the things went Alabama's way. I think Vandy beating Kentucky helped too. So if Alabama beats Auburn, they are pretty much guaranteed to be in the SEC championship game. Now, if you're talking about a loss in the SEC championship game for Alabama at 10-3, what is BYU's scenario? Is it if BYU wins the Big? Because if BYU wins the Big 12 championship game, they will be ranked ahead of Alabama. If Alabama has 3 losses for sure. If Alabama has 2 losses, it'd be close, but maybe BYU would be ranked ahead. Kind of like how SMU was ranked ahead with 2 losses ahead of a 3-loss Bama. But if Alabama has 2 losses and BYU has 2 losses, I think Alabama would be ranked ahead in any scenario. But that's just my opinion to answer your question. I hope that answers your question. There's just a lot of scenarios still outstanding right now that can impact where teams are going to be ranked. BYU's kind of in flux because they're hanging on the edge, but it's like if they lose another game, they're done. Probably, just because of the lack of strength in the Big 12 and the fact that their headline game against Texas Tech, they got murdered. So Stephen Cherry says losses to Florida State and Auburn are the worst losses. Yes. If Alabama loses to Auburn, they are out of the playoffs, though. That's 100% the case. We know this. So, like, if Alabama loses to Auburn, they're below everyone in the top 12. Like, they're done. Alabama would probably rank like 17. So they're out. But the thing is that if Alabama beats Auburn, Alabama will be ranked ahead of BYU. I mean, they're currently ranked ahead of BYU. So that's just my opinion. But again, appreciate the super chat, Dave Valensky. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody for being here so far. If you haven't liked the stream down below yet, like the stream. If you're new to the show, definitely subscribe. Definitely would appreciate it. We're getting closer to 3,000 subs. We're almost at 2,800 subs. So again, you guys have been amazing with all the support. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, the scenarios are going to get, they're going to narrow themselves down as we get closer. So, Caden the Diesel Freak, before I get to the next games up on the screen, he got a $5 super chat. Says Ohio State needs to play tough non-conference opponents, and Notre Dame will choke in the playoffs against Texas Tech or BYU or Texas A&M. Well, when you look at your first statement of Ohio State needs to play tough non-conference opponents, really don't have to. I mean, Ohio State's ranked number 1 right now. And they technically were supposed to have had a tough non-conference game that ended up not really being a tough non-conference game, but it was Ohio State's biggest test to this point. We'll see what Michigan does next week. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think they have to play a tough non-conference. Yeah, if Ohio State played a tough non-conference, won all their games, it would increase their credibility. But I mean, they won a title last year. I don't really think Ohio State has to increase their credibility. I mean, the amount of smack talk that Ohio State fans on the internet give toward their team already, I don't think that they need any more fuel. Like if Ohio State played a non-conference of Texas and Bama and Georgia and they beat them all, my Lord, right now, it would be no tomorrow. Like Ohio State fans you wouldn't even be able to talk to them. Like you can't really talk to most of them right now. I mean, the good Ohio State fans, you could talk to them because like they're great. I mean, there are great fans of every team, but the ones that you can't talk to, I mean, it would get even worse. My point is that Ohio State does not need anything else to make their case for number 1 stronger. And honestly, playing tough non-conference games would probably increase the amount of injuries you might have on your team. It would make it tougher to go undefeated. So I don't know. I pretty much disagree with that. I get your point. It would be nice for a lot of these big teams to play tough non-conference opponents, but in your mind, Caden, how many teams are even tough non-conference opponents? In your opinion, like Alabama, I mean, you say Alabama's trash anyway. So like Georgia, there's not a lot of teams out there that you even think would be tough because 99% of teams are trash. So just wondering how who you would actually want to schedule as your tough non-conference opponent. Notre Dame will choke in the playoffs against Texas Tech, BYU, or A&M. I mean, they already lost to A&M by 1. So, I mean, it's very well possible they could lose to A&M again. It's BYU. I think Notre Dame could beat BYU. I mean, there's a chance BYU could win. It's football, but I mean, I've watched BYU this season. They're not a bad team, but it's not like BYU's legitimately elite either. They're just solid. They're a solid team, solid top 20-ish team, playing in a conference that helps boost their record. I mean, if they were in the SEC, they would not be 11th in the nation right now. They'd probably be like a Missouri. Not a bad team. Like Barrett Bachmeyer's doing good, and BYU's been very impressive considering they lost Jake Retzloff. I mean, I think a lot of people thought they were going to suck this year. They've been good, but yeah, I think Notre Dame would beat BYU. Texas Tech would be interesting because Texas Tech has a lot of talent. They've been playing very well. But, I mean, I don't think it's guaranteed Notre Dame would lose to Texas Tech, like as you would say. But just interesting. Definitely appreciate the super chat, though. Appreciate Stephen Cherry saying like, share, subscribe, and hype the video. Absolutely appreciate it. The more people we get in here, the more discourse that we can have, the more opinions we can bring in, and the more people that can probably make me find a way to rant, as Stephen Cherry always says, about something. So that just makes it all better, right? I definitely appreciate that, Stephen. So, yeah, Alabama, I mean, there's not a lot to say here besides Todd Simpson throwing 2 interceptions and Alabama, missing a field goal and Connor Talty getting booed. Other than all that stuff, Alabama played as you would expect against a team like Eastern Illinois. They blew the doors off of them. They ran the ball well, which is encouraging. So, definitely a lot of positives for Alabama. Goal right now for Alabama, beat Auburn. Beat Auburn. It would be humiliating if Alabama lost to Auburn and blew their season for the second straight year in a row. After last season, the Oklahoma loss, that was devastating, right? And then, like this season, I mean, we're in the driver's seat for the playoffs. We were in the complete driver's seat for the Oklahoma loss. Now things are dicey. But if we beat Auburn, we're good. And the Diesel Freak coming in with another $5 super chat. Texas was overrated and overhyped. And Indiana played nobody besides a struggling Oregon team. Now, I appreciate that, Caden. I appreciate that you said Indiana played nobody besides a struggling Oregon team. Because most people online. So, Caden, you've got 1 point over a lot of people right now for saying that. There's a lot of people that I talk to online that say Indiana has played nobody. And when I say, well, they played Oregon, they don't even acknowledge Oregon, which I think is hilarious because I think most people can at least admit that Oregon's a top 10 team, right? I mean, like winning at a top 10 team, like that is Indiana's best win in the Kurt Cignetti era by far. That's the one thing you say about Cignetti if you're not a believer. Oh, they've played nobody. They beat nobody. Well, I think the Oregon win on the road, we can at least qualify as a pretty darn good win. I mean, I still think it ranks up there as a top 5 win this season for any team. It's a pretty good win. Whether we say struggling Oregon team or not, I do at least appreciate you admitting at least that Oregon is better than everybody else Indiana has beaten by a substantial margin. I'll give you that. Indiana, all the other teams they play, but again, they beat everybody on their schedule, so they did what they're supposed to do. Texas is overrated, so I agree with that. We can agree that Texas is overrated. Now, on Connor Talty, though, poor guy's a terrible kicker. I agree, Godfather. Now, the problem is for Connor Talty is that because of the footage last week of him going off on supposedly the holder and all that other stuff or whatever, even though there's been theories on why he was going off for other reasons, the thing is that Alabama fans loathe the guy. And we're seeing on social media him getting completely roasted. And it's fair to roast the guy. Like, I've even said, like, hey, he's not reliable. He's not kicking very well. But that's the extent of what I'll say. But you've got people online that are being brutal toward Connor Talty and saying things like they hope bad things happen to him or they would like to do bad things to him if they could. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you know, you know. If you're on social media, you know. If you're not on social media, then you have no idea. That's probably why it's better for people to be off social media, to be honest. But again, there's people being very mean to Connor Talty, and I know people are like, well, it's the internet. People are allowed to be mean. I agree with that to a point. I think that being as horrible as some people have been toward the things that they're saying toward Connor Talty is pretty bad. Plus, Alabama fans booed him before he kicked the field goal today. That didn't help either. So my point that I'm trying to make on the Connor Talty situation is that the people that are going beyond the normal like roasting, like, hey, saying that Connor Talty's kicking ability is terrible and we really should look to get a new kicker, that's fine. Saying personal attacks toward Connor Talty or wanting him to be dead or stuff like that some people are saying is out of line, ridiculous. And I'm not Mr. like thought police here, okay? Like, I'm not that type of guy. I think people should be able to mostly say whatever the flip they want to say, and it's fine. But the Connor Talty stuff has gone out off the deep end. Alabama fans got to stop with that. The point has been made. We need a new kicker. Okay, we need a new kicker. It's not going to happen right now. You can't just magically airdrop a kicker in. So we're stuck with Talty right now, and hopefully somehow, some way, if we need a field goal from him in a game later on the rest of the season, he'll deliver somehow. Maybe DeBoer and the staff can get him back in the right mindset, but attacking him online ain't going to get it done in the way that people are attacking him. And if he's reading that stuff, man, that could be a reason why I missed. So, yeah, I mean, Stephen Cherry, Ohio State fans are terrible, and Alabama fans are terrible. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because that's why I try so hard to say Ohio State fans that are really, really crappy are bad. But there are good Ohio State fans. I try to say that because when I say Ohio State fans suck, then people are like, oh, you're saying every Ohio State fan sucks. That's not true. Not every Alabama fan sucks. I'm an Alabama fan through and through, but I'm not a hateful human being toward the football team. If the guy makes a mistake, I'm going to call out the guy. Connor Talty's not a good kicker. And the mental lapse there for him to hit field goals, it's just off the rails. He's just not doing good, man. But I'm not going to personally attack the dude like people are doing. And I've seen Ohio State fans personally attack their players before. Kyle McClure got roasted hard for being good. So Ohio State fans are very guilty as well. Not all of them. And not all Alabama fans are being that mean to Talty. I always want to preface that. It probably gets on people's nerves that I say it so much, but I just want to preface that because they're like, oh, well, Jeffrey said all Ohio State fans are terrible. I've never said that. Never said that. A lot of them suck. But a lot of Alabama fans, unfortunately, suck too. And the ones that are saying what they're saying to Talty, not a good look. So Jackson with a $5 super chat. Appreciate that, Jackson. He says 4 till super chats down and 1 more to go. And Only Talk Sport will go live once more this week, where he talks sports every day, or at least he tries to. Absolutely, Jackson. That is the slogan. That is the motto around here. And yeah, perfect for a t-shirt, right? Trademark that thing. Absolutely. Definitely, I will go live again this week for sure, because we have reached the goal. And I appreciate that, Jackson, a lot. We got Katie coming in again for a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Caden. He says, until Indiana beats Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship, but unlikely because Indiana has a bad record against Ohio State. That is a fact. Yes, they do. Ohio State has not beaten, or Indiana rather. Ohio State has not been beaten by Indiana, and Indiana has not beaten Ohio State since 1990, I believe. I think. It was the 90 season, I think, or maybe 88. I can't remember. It was 88 or 90, somewhere. It's been a long time. And I don't think most people think Indiana will win this year either, but Indiana will at least hopefully be very, very competitive. It's very possible they'll be competitive like they were the Penix year. So definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. I do think a lot of the college football world wants Indiana to win, because of Ohio State fans on the line. But yeah, 88. You're right. Yeah, 88. It's been a long time. I think they tied in 90. They tied in 90, I think. Since then, Ohio State's won every game. And the closest was that 2020 game. But Ohio State's got all the talent. I mean, they got all the 5 stars. They've got all the talent. I mean, Sayan has the best roster in college football around him. I mean, the way I've always looked at the Heisman Award winners should be players on teams that elevate their team so much to the point that without that player, the team would be terrible. That's just the way I look at that. And Mendoza elevates Indiana a lot more than Sayan elevates Ohio State. It's not that Sayan is not good. Sayan is very good, but if you airdrop Sayan to IU and you take Mendoza to Ohio State, Mendoza is going to be great still. I think Sayan drops hard because you look at Sayan. I've seen about 4 or 5 passes this year from Sayan that are NFL worthy, and I've seen about 25 from Mendoza. And in clutch moments too. Again, Ohio State fans hate me for saying that. And I understand you want your dude to win the Heisman. Jeremiah Smith, especially if he didn't get hurt, is a more worthy Heisman Award winner than Julian Sayan. Just like Jeremiah Love is. Jeremiah Love, of all the players, and I know the Notre Dame love I don't love Notre Dame, Steven, but Jeremiah Love is good. And Jeremiah Love definitely, deserves a look at the Heisman. He's not going to win the Heisman because he's a running back. No running backs won the Heisman since the 90s. Not won the Heisman, but because you had Henry and Ingram. But, it's been a lot. First, I read the running back has not been the first draft pick, number 1 draft pick since 95. That's the stat I was looking for. They won the Heisman more recently, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, but they have not been a number 1 draft pick since 1995. Jeremiah Love, for some people, is being projected as the number 1 overall pick. That's what I'm looking for. And if Jeremiah Love somehow gets drafted first overall, it'll be the first time a running back has been drafted number 1 overall since 1995, which is insane. Because the reason running backs don't get drafted first overall is because it's not as much a position of priority as a QB. QBs get drafted first overall. Defensive players get drafted first overall. You don't see running backs getting drafted first overall. Jeremiah Love is that good, which is why he's being projected by a lot of people as the first overall pick, either him or Mendoza. And even though, said it backwards, the Heisman has been won by running backs more recently than 95, it's still not common. Not common. So Jeremiah Love probably doesn't have a great chance, but he definitely deserves a look because he's been elite for Notre Dame. And he has elevated them. Yeah, Price is good. Carr's been solid enough, but Love is the cog for that team. Mendoza has elevated Indiana to a level they've never been before. And yeah, they have good receivers, but still. I don't think Surratt and Cooper are as good as Tate and Smith. I mean, they're just not. So Sayan is a product of his team, and he's a product of the system that he's in, players that are surrounding him. I don't think that he should win the Heisman. But if he wins against Indiana in the Big Ten Championship game, he probably will win the Heisman. But I still think Mendoza should win anyway. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Steven says running back will never go number 1. Yeah, and that's why I don't understand why people are projecting Jeremiah Love as the first overall pick. It makes no sense to me because he's not going to get drafted first overall. Like I said, it hasn't been done since the 90s. It's not going to happen this year. But Love is that good that he's being considered by people for that. So if you're projecting a running back in any draft, mock draft, first overall, then that guy should be in the Heisman conversation. So definitely very interesting stuff. But yeah, I mean, going further down these lists, I always went off the rails talking about the Heisman and everything, but looking at some of these other games, BYU beat Cincinnati on the road. That was a good win. I did not make my predictions for this week, sadly. I wanted to. Me and Will never were able to set a time down to go live this week, sadly. And I was going to go live yesterday, but I just didn't have any time. But all the games above, I would have picked Ohio State, A&M, Georgia, Oregon, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama. Easy. This game, I probably would have picked Cincinnati because BYU on the road is not as good. They got floored by Texas Tech. But I guess Cincinnati is not in that league because BYU went on the road to Nippert Stadium, got a good win on the road. So BYU keeping their playoff hopes alive. Very solid win. Even though Sorsby definitely had a pretty solid game. I think he might have had a pick, but he still had a solid game. But Bear Botmeyer, that dude's a beast. Definitely a beast. So then up next, like BYU getting a good win there. Utah with the comeback from behind win over Kansas State. They look finished. I thought Utah was done. I would have picked Utah. But Kansas State was up by double scores, like double digits, right? 2 scores, whatever you want to call it. And they blew it. And Kansas State, like, they've been pretty rough all year, but they turned it around, like, this last few weeks. They were at 5-5, like, climbing, might get them to, like, 7-5, 8-5. Almost beat Utah and Rice Eccles, which is hard to do. But Utah keeping their playoff hopes alive by getting a 51-47 win. Now, I don't necessarily think this win looks that good for Utah, but I kind of think we're at the point where winning ugly really doesn't hurt you that much. If you've noticed, polls and, like, rankings, they kind of fluctuate more early in the season when you struggle against a team. But when you've got more data, they're going to look at Utah's other good performances. They're not really going to, like, lower Utah in the rankings for barely beating Kansas State. They'll probably keep them right where they're at. So definitely good for Utah to stay in the playoff hunt. They almost blew their season. Miami winning at Virginia Tech, and they're a team of high discussion. You cannot go one post online or one discourse in any college football community or YouTube channel or whatever without people talking about Miami in the same sentence as Notre Dame. It's honestly nauseating at this point. Like it hurts. Like it actually hurts my brain how much people are talking about Miami and Notre Dame together. I mean, it's because they played each other in all the playoff stuff, but it's also, I mean, it goes deeply rooted back to that Catholics versus convicts stuff, doesn't it? It just never ends, man. Like, wow, Miami beat Notre Dame, but since then they played like crap, and they have not looked like a playoff team. But they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, this is the thing that just makes me laugh. Miami is going to make the playoffs if they beat, I think they play Pitt next week. And the funny thing is, it would be hilarious if Pitt beat Miami because, I'm done. I am done with the Miami's elite crap. And I'm done with people saying that Miami should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. So it'd be hilarious if they lost to Pittsburgh. Just get them out of there. Because that's just validation on my part and the people that think Miami's trash. It would be amazing. I don't hate Miami. I really don't hate Miami. A lot of people think I hate Miami. I don't hate Miami, but I get sick of Miami getting hyped. People just love to hype them up. It's like some teams people hate. Like Notre Dame, people hate them for obvious reasons. Independent, other reasons. People hate Indiana now because they're not supposed to be good. People hate Ohio State because they're Ohio State. People hate teams like Bama and Georgia. People, for some reason, just keep backing Miami. Like, you'll even see, like, non-Miami fans. Like, man, I hope Miami makes the playoff. Why? Like, Miami used to be hated, man. I mean, it's not like they fell off like Nebraska. Nebraska, you can have pity for. Nebraska, you can be like, hey, they were good a long time ago. Their fans are chill. They're cool. They just want to win 8-9 games again. That I can understand. But why do people want Miami to be good? It's not that I don't want them to be good, but if they're going to be legitimately good, then be legitimately good instead of, oh, yeah, Miami's got a top 5 roster and they lose to teams like Louisville and SMU. And I've got people telling me, well, Jeffrey, Louisville and SMU are good teams. And I'm like, imagine if any other program lost to those two teams. I don't know. My statement, and I'll say it again because people are obsessed. I think it is an obsession at this point with head-to-head in Notre Dame, Miami. It's borderline a little bit dangerous. It's a little dangerous. So take head-to-head out of the equation. We do not need to take head-to-head out of the equation, Steven. I know you know that. You're just waiting for me to blow up here. I love it. But we don't need to take it out of the equation. It just does not need to be the be-all and end-all that people make it out. It's not the be-all and end-all. If Miami was undefeated and no losses, they would be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. If Miami had one loss to either Louisville or SMU, they would be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. They lost twice to two non-ranked teams. Again, last I checked, Notre Dame's two losses are to top 15 teams. And I'm including Miami in there, even though Miami is not very good. I don't understand why this is so debated. Like, the fact that Notre Dame is ranked 4 spots ahead of Miami kind of shows you it's not a debate. It would be a little bit different if Miami was ranked 13th and Notre Dame was ranked 12th. It's not even debated. Like, there's no debate here. You can debate Notre Dame, Alabama. Right? Okay, Alabama lost Florida State week 1. Terrible loss. Played great the rest of the year, and then they lost to Oklahoma at home. Notre Dame lost to A&M, lost to Miami on the road, beat everybody else, got to win over USC. Best win they have. You can compare that, and you say, well, you know, Notre Dame's won all these games in a row. Alabama played great until the Oklahoma loss. Maybe Alabama should still be ranked ahead, whatever. I don't think Miami there's any debate. I really don't. I don't understand why people think it's debated. I mean, Miami also lost to Louisville at home, too. It's really not a good loss, man. Like, Louisville's kind of exposed themselves to be average at best. I mean, they just lost to SMU 38-6. I mean, the thing with this statement, like, the way Notre Dame is playing right now and the way Miami is playing right now, yes, it would appear if Notre Dame would destroy them. It's not always the case, though. Like, right now, Georgia looks like they would blow Alabama off the face of the earth. The way Georgia's playing. Well, Alabama plays Georgia in the SC title game somehow. I think a lot of people will still pick Bama because Bama kind of owns Georgia. So, we'll see. I mean, I think Notre Dame, if they play the way they've been playing lately, they would beat Miami next time. Yes, but it's not a guarantee either. That's why the games are played. But this discussion that Miami needs to be ranked ahead of Notre Dame is to me, it's just people grasping at straws. It's either people that just really hate Notre Dame, or it's just people that really love Miami, or it's just people that are so addicted to head-to-head that they don't actually pay attention to any other stat. They don't look at any of the results. They don't look at any of the other games. They don't care about none of the statistics and the points and the averages and who you lost to and who you beat besides the team you played. They just care about, well, Miami beat Notre Dame, so therefore Miami should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. Well, again, if they were undefeated, they would be. If they had one loss, they would be. They have two. They lost to 2 bad teams. That's why they're not ranked ahead of Notre Dame. Case closed. It's over. I mean, they have Florida State fans online saying, well, Florida State, we got 1 loss, and Alabama's got 1 loss. Why is Alabama ranked ahead of us? Because you lost to a crappy team. And guess what? Now Florida State's got 6 losses. So I think your discussion is over. More football games are played. Miami has regressed since the Notre Dame win. Notre Dame has gotten better since the Notre Dame loss. It's just the way it is. I don't know. I mean, I really don't understand why it is such a debated point. But I'll keep having the conversation. People keep bringing it up. It's okay. I mean, it's part of the deal. College football discussion. It's a big relevant topic right now. So, you know, it is what it is. I just don't understand why so many people are so adamant about it. I can understand if it was an outlier, but it seems like the vast majority of people really think Miami should be ranked ahead. And then I ask people why, and it's just head-to-head. No other reason. Not that Carson Beck's better than CJ Carr, or that Miami has any player better than Jeremiah Love, or the fact that Miami's defensive statistics are way better than Notre Dame's, or the fact that no, nothing. They got nothing. It's just, well, they beat them. Yeah, they did in week 2 at home. And since then, they look like crap. So we got K and the Diesel Freak coming in with Notre Dame is independent and they'll beg to be in the playoffs because they play nobody besides Texas A&M and Miami. Well, that's another problem. Do people really think Miami's schedule is better than Notre Dame's? Yeah, Notre Dame is independent. But Miami's in the ACC. The ACC's not good. Anybody watch Georgia Tech tonight? I did. Has anybody seen Virginia? These teams are not good. And I'm using Caden the Diesel Freak's like logic of good, by the way. Like I'm not saying these teams are like trash. Louisville's kind of not good, but I mean they were kind of good at one point, but I don't know. But most of the ACC stinks, and there's like a few teams that are like, they're kind of all right. I guess SMU is one of those teams. Virginia, I mean, Virginia, like they're a byproduct. They've had like the easiest schedule on planet Earth, man. Like it's been insanely easy. But yeah, the league's just not that good. It's not a great league. I hate it, man. But Clemson's not good, and Florida State's not good. Those are your brands. Carolina stinks. I mean, you've got Pittsburgh, Georgia Tech, and Virginia trying to prop up the league. Now SMU. I mean, at one point, Duke was in the competition for the ACC title game. We were having serious debates on whether two group of 5 teams were going to make the playoffs over the ACC champion. But yet Miami needs to be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. Miami should be undefeated right now. If Miami was an elite team, then they should be undefeated right now. Their league stinks. They should not have losses to anybody. They have the most physically gifted roster in the ACC, and yet they lost to a Louisville team that lost to Cal, who lost to Stanford. But yet Miami's better than Notre Dame. Yeah, Miami beat Notre Dame in week 2. The ACC's not good. I don't love Notre Dame. I think Alabama should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. But if you want Notre Dame out of the playoffs, then Stanford needs to beat them next week. And Miami needs to beat Pitt next week. And you need to see teams like Utah and BYU and Michigan not lose. And then Notre Dame misses the playoffs. And then everybody can be happy. But until that happens, not happening. So we got K the Diesel Freak coming in with a $5 super chat. He says, if Notre Dame was in the Big Ten, their fans would cry about leaving the Big Ten. Let's be honest. This is interesting. I'm trying to figure out what this means here. So he says if Notre Dame was in the Big Ten, fans would cry about leaving. So what you're saying is that if Notre Dame was in the Big Ten, then their fans would want to leave the Big Ten. That's the way I take that. I don't know why. I mean, unless you're saying, well, Notre Dame would go 7-5 every year, and then they want to leave. Well, the thing is, Oklahoma and Texas, I mean, they haven't necessarily been ripping up the roads in the SEC. They haven't been doing as bad as some people thought. But it's not like Oklahoma and Texas are dominating the SEC. It'd be like, well, hey, they need to go back to the Big 12. Well, they're not going back to the Big 12. Money. Notre Dame makes a lot of money as an independent, but I don't think they would be crying to leave the Big Ten. I think they'd be more crying about joining the Big Ten because they don't want to join the Big Ten. But that's just my opinion on that. Then we got Dave Valensky coming in with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you guys for all the support. He says, I don't know. It's more hard to figure out who will make the college football playoffs or the tiebreaker for the MAC championship. Fire up chips. Yeah. It's gotten ridiculously hard because, I mean, you're talking about a bunch of tiebreakers with the championship games, right? You're talking about these conferences that have expanded to the point of no return. You've got conferences with 18 teams in it, 16 teams in it. So now you have to have 5 teams with 1 loss, and they all got to have these head-to-head results and these point differentials and all this other crap to determine who gets in. It was a little bit different when you had divisions. You had 6 teams per division. Everybody played each other, basically. So one team was going to separate themselves as the cream of the crop in each division, and they made the championship game, and you didn't really have any issues. Now you got a lot of issues. A lot of issues with all these tiebreakers and just ridiculous results. So, I don't know. And with the playoffs, it's like, how can you compare like a 2-loss SMU last year to a 3-loss Alabama? The SEC's better than the ACC. But like SMU got in because they had less losses. So how are you going to do that with teams with all 2 losses? I mean, you could possibly have 2-loss Notre Dame, 2-loss Miami, 2-loss BYU in there, 2-loss Utah, 2-loss Vanderbilt, 2-loss Michigan. I mean, you got a lot of teams that could have 2 losses. Kind of makes it a little bit tough. Oklahoma was 2 losses. How do you determine Bama with 2 losses? How do you determine that? I mean, really, nobody's talking about that. Like, you compare all these resumes, it's pretty razor thin. Some of them are in tougher conferences. Some of them are in weaker conferences. Some have better wins. Some have worse losses. It's pretty tough. So, I think Oklahoma's getting a lot of credit because they've come on lately because Mateer got healthy. But, I mean, when you lose, that matters too for a lot of people. So, I don't know. It's really interesting. It is very tough to figure it out. We got Walter M529 with a $2 super chat. Says put both Notre Dame and Miami in props off. And that's what I keep telling people. I said it on Alabama, the voice of college football earlier. If Miami wins out, they get in. Does it really matter who gets in first? I mean, because you think about it. Like, I had that whole argument about, oh, well, Alabama should have been ranked ahead of Texas in 2023 in the playoffs, the 14 playoffs, because Texas lost to Oklahoma, who was a worse team than Alabama lost to in Texas, and Alabama beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. So therefore, they should be ranked ahead of Texas because they had a better win. But everybody kept telling me head-to-head, head-to-head. So what did the committee do? Head-to-head. And Texas ranked ahead. But at the end of the day, did it really matter? Because both teams made the playoffs. So if both Notre Dame and Miami make the playoffs, then it really don't matter. It's pretty irrelevant at that point. You're basically making them both happy. And what if Miami gets a better draw than Notre Dame? What if they get a better draw, an easier draw? Because there's always an easier draw. You never know what that easier draw is going to be. So, yeah. Miami, just win your games. Quit complaining about Notre Dame. It's going to be fun. I will drop the link soon, Caden. I'm about to drop the link very, very soon. Trying to get – you guys are going crazy in the comment section. I appreciate that. But I want to get to a few more of these games, and then I will drop the link. Vanderbilt looked very good against Kentucky today. Really, really good win for Vanderbilt. Definitely increases their playoff odds. They just have to win next week. But, man, what a really good performance for Pavia. And his Heisman odds are back, right? Yeah, he's still not going to win the Heisman, but he had a great day. So, very good for Vanderbilt. Georgia Tech losing to Pittsburgh. That pretty much ends their chances of a playoff berth, and their ACC championship hopes are like slim. They need a lot to go their way to get in. Georgia Tech probably isn't going to get it. So definitely when you look at, Georgia Tech had a good year. Brent Key's still a good coach, but the team was never that great, and they had a lot of close calls earlier in the year. Finally caught up to them. Texas blew out Arkansas. That's so funny because there was an article or whatever, a major sports outlet, I'm not going to name who it was, but I saw earlier today that they said Texas blew out Arkansas 52-37. Now, I did see at one point Texas was up by like 30. I will drop the link soon, Caden. I'm going to get through the rest of these games, and I will get to you. Trust me, I will get to you. You'll be the first caller. If you come in the StreamYard first, I will drop the link. I'll let you know when I'll drop the link. But Texas was up by like 30. But the thing is that what really makes me laugh, though, is that Texas ended up allowing Arkansas to come back and make it look kind of close, but yet it was still a blowout win. I don't feel like for a lot of other teams they would say a blowout win for a 2-score win. I just think that's funny. But Arch Manning had a good day. He had a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown. So now people are back on the Arch bandwagon. I mean, Arkansas is pretty trash, but still, good win for Texas. And people are still trying to say that Texas has a shot to make the playoffs if they beat A&M. Yeah, we don't need to see Texas in the playoffs. So if they beat A&M, I guess they'll have a slim chance. But please, just don't put them in the playoffs. Come on, Texas should not be in the playoffs. Michigan, Maryland, Michigan keeping their chances of a playoff berth alive. Obviously, they got to beat Ohio State to have any shot. But yeah. Definitely interesting when you look at Michigan's season. For the vast majority of the year, they look uninspiring, but Bryce Underwood's kind of getting it together at the right time. We'll see. I don't know. They shouldn't have beat Ohio State last year. They really shouldn't have, but I don't know. it's just interesting. Can Michigan beat Ohio State again? I don't know. I'm not making a prediction on that. We'll talk about it next week, but that's just going to be very interesting for sure. Then you've got Tennessee beating Florida. So Jackson, we had nothing to worry about. Tennessee got it done. They got rid of the curse in Gainesville. They have never won in Gainesville the entire time I've been alive, and they finally did it tonight. Florida's that trash. They gave up. They quit on their season. Absolutely quit on their season. So good job for Tennessee doing that, getting the win in Gainesville. Illinois losing to Wisconsin. Yeah, this year's Indiana was not this year's Indiana, was it? Indiana was this year's Indiana. We know that. But Illinois was the hot pick to be this year's Indiana. Well, Illinois is no longer ranked, and they just lost to Wisconsin. So now Wisconsin under Fickles quietly has 2 top 25 wins over Washington and now Illinois. Interesting that Wisconsin's playing better. Very, very interesting. And then you got TCU beating Houston. First ranked win for TCU since they beat Michigan in the playoffs. That's interesting as well. Houston and Willie Fritz is also not the next Kurt Signetti in Indiana either. Tulane beat Temple, and Northwestern beat Minnesota in a battle of average Big Ten teams. Sucks for Dave Valensky's Gophers, PJ Fleck. A lot of people are saying, hey, we need to fire Fleck. I saw a lot of Minnesota fans saying we need to fire Fleck. Fleck is not going to be fired, but definitely interesting there. But could go through the rest of the games, but I will go in and drop the link so Caden won't lose his mind. I appreciate the support from Caden and everybody in the chat. You guys have been amazing. So got to give the people what they want. Had about an hour of me trying to get through these games. And now bring Caden on as the show devolves into madness. It's going to be absolutely crazy, I bet, for the next couple hours. Hopefully I am not up at 3 a.m., but you never know what will happen on the crazy Saturday night show. And I appreciate all you guys who call in. Like if I start getting really tired and I'm like, hey, you know, I kind of like to go to bed. It's not because of you guys. You know, you guys are great. It's just I gotta get some sleep sometime, right? But first we got Minnesota Dave, and I will bring Jackson on. Caden was not first. He was not first. So sorry, Caden, you're gonna have to wait just a hair longer. But how are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, doing great. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad Tennessee finally ended that losing streak in Gainesville tonight. Because, like, okay, strength of victory. There we go.
Absolutely. I mean, Alabama played a tough SEC schedule. You know, when you talk about how the teams ended up, people rate schedules in the preseason, but schedules change based off how teams perform. And Alabama's schedule, Vandy's been good. Tennessee has had a solid season. Missouri's had a solid season. Oklahoma has had a good year. So it's like we've played good teams. It ended up being good teams. So all that point differential stuff, yeah, definitely we're good. If we beat Auburn next week, we're going to make the SEC title game. No doubt.
Oh, man. Well, Notre Dame dominated Syracuse, and they scored the most points since 1966 on an opponent. Like, good grief.
I think the crazier stat is the fact they put up 21 points without their offense getting on the field. that was the craziest thing. Like, their offense didn't even get on the field, and they already had 21 points. I mean, just imagine, like, you're CJ Carr, Jeremiah Love, and the first time you trot out there on the field, your team's already up 21-0. The hard part's over.
Well, and a little historical anecdote is that today is the 56th anniversary of the start of the 10-year war, and how Bo Schembechler got it started in perfect fashion as Michigan upset the Ohio State Buckeyes 24-12 on ABC Sports in living color to spoil the Ohio State Buckeyes repeat national championship hopes.
Yep. It's even better when Keith Jackson is. I think Keith Jackson did not do that game.
No, it was oh man, it wasn't Chris Schenkel. Like Chris Schenkel was doing Texas, Arkansas. It was Bill Fleming. That was yeah. But yeah.
I've heard the you ever heard the Michigan radio guy? He does the game on you. Well, it's on YouTube. It's just It's the radio announcer. He has a good voice. It's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Touchdown, Michigan.
Yep.
I don't know the guy's name, but he has this really, really like high energy voice, and it's funny to hear.
And
Unique voices out there. Like sometimes I'll turn on a game, I'll hear a commentator I haven't heard before on like one of these smaller networks, and I'm like, wow, they have a very interesting voice. Like it's not necessarily bad or anything for commentating. It's just different, like it's just
Yeah.
and it throws you off for sure.
oh man. But yeah, once again, Satterfield's proven that Cincinnati can't win a big one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go Caden on. The quicker we get Caden on here, the quicker he will. Yeah, my voice is reverbing right now. Caden.
Wow, you couldn't even. Oh my god. What in the hell has happened this week in college football? Like, seriously.
Well, it's a really sloppy slate.
Jackson, I don't need an answer. Thank you very much. And I want to recirculate to Jeffrey's question.
You get an answer anyway. So,
Well, to Jeffrey's question last week, he asked me questions why I didn't go to a D1 college and commit. 2 answers for you, Jeffrey. Business and my decision. That's all you gotta know.
okay.
I chose not to go because I wanted to work. That's all. And plus, I chose my career over my sports life. So there you go. To answer your question.
It's more likely that you chose to work instead of play sports because you didn't have a chance to play sports. That is the more plausible thing that actually is the case, as my voice continues to echo and reverb. But again, there's nothing wrong with working.
Do you have like a device on right now?
It's actually horribly.
I'm sorry. I don't know why the heck it's going on. I don't know if it's my audio that's bad or something. I'm on, but I'm in a bit of a weird spot because I'm at my little lodge house here south of Columbus. So my internet's a little awful.
I don't think it's you. I think it's Jeffrey. It just keeps on echoing.
You think it's me?
Oh no, it's not going anymore. It was, I don't know what the heck was going on. It was only echoing when Jeffrey talked, not when Diesel did.
Yeah, I didn't think it was me because it wasn't echoing until I brought Caden on. I've been on here for 50 minutes and it wasn't echoing. Then you guys came on, it wasn't echoing, I don't think. And then Caden came, it did. So
yep.
I have no idea. I hope it's not me because it's like, man.
It's probably you, Jeffrey, because your microphone's probably wore out.
It was literally you. You fixed it, which is why it's not doing it anymore. You just gotta blame everybody else but yourself. Sometimes we gotta look inward, Caden. We gotta be introspective.
That's what you gotta do, Caden.
Well, and then obviously next week is rivalry week, and that's gonna be to keep the women and children out of that series.
It's all about the game. None of the other games matter but the game.
Yeah, because this year we get them back and we whip their ass.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Michigan was worse last year.
Yeah. Say that again, Jeffrey.
Michigan was worse last year.
Well, this time we're gonna whip their ass.
Let me ask you, why did your team not win last year against Michigan? I want to know.
To be fair, I don't know why. I don't know why. To be fair,
I'm confused because Ohio State should have beat them by 3 scores last year. It made no sense.
Yeah, I know, Jeffrey, but it still puzzles me. Either.
It puzzled everybody.
I think I kind of just said that, Minnesota Dave.
Well, it is irrelevant, Steven, but it kind of is relevant because Michigan's better this year. So if Michigan was worse last year and beat Ohio State, then them being better this year, they could beat Ohio State again. Now, that doesn't mean they will beat Ohio State again, but they can beat Ohio State again because they beat them last year in Columbus as a worse team.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah, and then we'll whip Michigan's ass, and then once we beat Michigan's ass, we're gonna come up to the Big Ten title game against Indiana, beat their ass, and then head on out the road to the national championship. And then once again, Ohio State will be the reigning defending undisputed national champions. Simple as that.
The funniest thing about it is that if Indiana won the national championship, their fans would be so excited they'd never forget it for the rest of their life. You talk about winning a title as it's just another day of the week. You're bored. It's like, oh, another title, It's like, dude, like Ohio State fans can't even get excited. I was watching a little bit of that Rutgers game, and when they scored to go up like by 3 scores, their fans were just like this.
Oh, golf clapping.
I was seeing Rice Eccles lose their crap beating K-State. They were losing their complete crap. And then Ohio State fans just like, good job. Could have been better. But okay, good. That's Ohio State can't even find joy in winning because it's boring to them. That's almost sad. Like, I don't even think Alabama fans never got that bored with winning. Ohio State is just like, oh yeah, we won.
The problem is, Jeffrey, we've got a weak conference, and unfortunately, most teams in the Big Ten are just absolute weak. And I was specifically also talking to Minnesota Dave because them Gophers are weak as hell.
Oh, I will totally agree with you. That was a sad performance today by us. Defensively, we looked like shit. We looked like shit defensively. We couldn't stop them whatsoever. And putting even like their offensive line good, it's not great. You should be able to at least get to the quarterback at least a couple times. And that was the one reason why we lost that game. We couldn't, we had to get turnovers. We had to stop them. We couldn't. That I will totally agree with you. I think the Big Ten is weak this year. Just like I think Michigan and Minnesota are what I call paper tigers. Their records are not showing what they should be. This Minnesota team could easily be a 4-8 team right now.
Mm-hmm. And Pittsburgh Husker, don't get me started about your Nebraska Cornhuskers because y'all haven't been relevant since the 90s. So keep your mouth shut.
Penn State's finally proving that they're actually not a bad team, though. The fact that they started to play ball now.
Jeffrey, Penn State isn't good. They're overhyped and overrated.
Caden has been playing better football since their 6-game losing streak.
I cannot believe the bullshit I'm hearing out of your mouth, Jeffrey. Oh, my God.
So let me ask you a question, Caden. Did you know?
No, let me ask you a question since you want to start asking questions.
Is like the 22nd ranked team in the country. Did you know that?
Hold on again. I couldn't hear you. What?
Penn State is like the 22nd ranked team in the FBI right now, meaning that they're basically on paper, the 22nd best team still in college football, despite being bad because they're 5-6 and they're trash. They gave up, kind of like Syracuse is giving up in Florida, but they've started playing better. I'm not hyping Penn State, Steven. What I'm saying is, you know as well as I do that Penn State is playing better football right now than they were 5 weeks ago, and I think everybody can agree with that. That, like, if you can't agree with that, you're just like not. You don't have vision. Like, you're blind, like physically blind. You can't see anything. Penn State, that team that lost to UCLA was D3. That team that destroyed Nebraska today and played Ohio State for a half and gave Indiana the game of their life is a better football team than they were when they got blown out to UCLA. And yeah, they got blown out even though they barely lost because that was a pathetic performance. So I think we can agree with that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hyping. They're still an underperforming piece of crap this year, but they are playing better football now than they were 5 weeks ago. And I don't understand why that is such a debated thing among Ohio State fans. You're still 80 billion times better than them, and you're probably 40 billion times better than IU, But Penn State's better today than they were 5 weeks ago on the football field because they're playing harder under Terry Smith, who wears a Joe Paterno tag on his shirt for some reason. But that's a choice, whatever. I'm just saying Penn State's playing better now. I'm not stupid, dumb, moronic for having an opinion that is actually backed by facts. That Penn State is playing better football now than they were 5 weeks ago. If Indiana had played them the week that they played UCLA, Indiana would have beat them by 3 or 4 scores. And y'all would have beat them probably by 6 touchdowns. But Penn State played better because of the fact that they actually, under Terry Smith, have regrouped, and now they're playing decent. So here we go. We good? I think we're good.
That's your opinion, Jeffrey, and you can say your opinion about Penn State all you
You're
want.
not actually I guess that's smart at college football if you don't know facts. How can you not know that Penn State's playing better than they were a month and a half ago? Like, you have good takes, but then you just derail because, like, oh my God,
And we beat Penn State by multiple, and we beat Penn State by 2 touchdowns.
Not all about you, man. It's not all about Ohio State. There's other teams to talk about out there.
Well, excuse me, Jeffrey. You have an Ohio State fan on here, so.
Hey, well, you should realize that, hey, maybe that Penn State played as competitive for a half because they tried a little harder than they did against UCLA. That makes you look better because it's like, hey, we still destroyed them despite them playing better. So I'm actually giving you a actually backhanded compliment, but you can't take it. Take the compliment. It's a good thing. Take the compliment. Penn State played better against y'all and against IU and against Nebraska than they did earlier this season. It's a compliment.
Well, I mean, I can agree with you on that part, but I mean, I'll agree on that part there.
Good job. Good. It's good that you can agree on something. I'm not trying to make you look dumb. It's because you're trying to make me look dumb.
Hey, Jeffrey, could you hold on? Austin, shut the hell up. And unless you got something to say to me, get your ass in here. Otherwise, I don't want to hear your ugly mouth running.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not trying to give you a moral victory, Steven. It's a compliment. It is a compliment. In the truest of forms.
And Jeffrey, I don't know if you heard.
I actually wish Penn State had quit. Because if they had completely quit all year, Indiana wouldn't have about 5 injured players right now. But they didn't quit, so good for them. That's actually more of a moral victory on their part that they'll probably make a bowl game now. Good for them. Bowl games don't matter anymore either. Right? That's all I hear. I had a person the other day comment on one of my videos and say, hey, Jeffrey, bowl games don't matter anymore. Well, no crap, they don't matter anymore because it's all about the playoffs. I'm watching a game about Georgia Tech and Pitt, 2 teams that don't deserve to be in the playoff conversation, and we're talking about the playoffs because that's all people talk about is the playoff. It's not all about the playoff.
And we've got 8 open spots for bowl eligibility for next week.
So who do you think would be the team that will get
I love
on
how
the
Jackson
academics?
just took what I said about bowls don't matter, and then he made a stat about bowls. That's peak. Go ahead, Dave.
So what team do you think will get the we got in because of academics?
I don't think we're gonna be having that because let's see. Penn State Rutgers are playing each other next week, so that makes it 75. And let's see. Okay. Army
disappeared. Oh no.
Okay.
Caden and the Diesel Freak disappear without a.
No, he went and walked off
like he normally does. But we'll bring on 574 Skate Rat. I think we can have 4 people on here without it getting too crazy. So how you doing tonight?
Doing good. I was at the Notre Dame game today.
Oh,
that was fun.
That
was definitely fun.
Nice.
Yeah, best way to sum up the first quarter, the defense and special teams scored the first 21 points. And after that second pick six, I was yelling, mine, because it was pretty much, that's what sums it up.
I love the seagulls on Finding Nemo. They're funny, man.
I didn't really watch that whole movie, but that audio is so funny.
That is
Oh.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy that there's like the amount of memes or like GIFs that people use for movies they never watched before. It's crazy.
I've heard Urinating Tree use that, and I've heard Squidtard Sports use that, and
Yeah.
Red 54 somebody. Damn it, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, he's the Ohio State guy.
Huh?
He's the Ohio State guy. He's the other Ohio
Oh,
State.
okay. Yeah.
Anyways,
he does a national. He talks about all the highlights of the year and what's going on. He does the same thing as Urinating Tree.
There's no arguing with them. They're gonna talk their talk and take their compliments, or they want. I mean, that's just how they are, man. I try not to argue with them.
You can't. I mean, the thing is, like, I just go like head first, and I do it for like because I got a heavy Ohio State chat, and Stephen Cherry, Huff Zero, Troy B, those guys are awesome. Steven loves like to get like under my skin per se to get me going. A lot of times I just do it because it's funny. Now the Caden thing, like there, I was still like completely like joking there. I wasn't even like mad or nothing. I was completely joking there, but still, it's like, dude, come on. Like, Penn State's playing better football now. Like, how is that an incorrect statement? I didn't say Penn State is a top 4 team. I said they're playing better.
That's the bottom line. If they beat you by 1, they're going to act like they kicked your ass 9 times out of 10. That's just how it is, dude. I mean, I live in South Bend, Indiana, but I've definitely been around a lot of Ohio State fans since they're not that far. And a lot of them are not good sports.
I'm not even a Notre Dame fan, and I get so irritated with this crap about, Notre Dame needs to be like everybody else. Notre Dame needs to be like everybody else. It's like married people that get pissed off.
I can make an argument that Ohio State can be independent and still be relevant and dominant. The same goes for Michigan and USC. I can still make that argument. I mean, and team pride is more important than conference pride. And you know what? If I hear one more person say Notre Dame needs to join a conference, that argument died January 2nd of last month.
Those same people, what they're going to do? They're going to whine about the conference that Notre Dame's joining, being like, well, why didn't Notre Dame do that? Why didn't Notre Dame do this? It's like they're just going to find some. It's like Notre Dame lives rent-free in their heads.
Why does it bother you? You know what? If it's not affecting your team's status in the playoffs, shut up.
Right? I mean, like those people, they're like married people that complain about single people being single. It's like, you don't know that person's status. You don't know how if they're looking. Like, you don't know their stats. They're not telling you.
I've had more people tell me Miami should be ahead of Notre Dame in the playoffs than I've had that Mendoza shouldn't be the hospital.
Well, here's the thing. Just put them both in. Don't let BYU in if they don't win the Big 12. Don't let Texas Tech in if they don't win the Big 12. And you solve the problem.
Right. And like the people that
I do believe that the Big 12 should have some representation, probably more than just one team. I'm sorry.
Texas Tech, if you're a fan of a two-bid Big 12, if you're a fan of
they're not the ACC
Texas
by
Tech
at
needs
all.
to lose.
True, but I don't know. That's just me. That's the only way you're going to solve this dispute. Or Pittsburgh is going to have to beat Miami, which I can see them doing.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is very up and down.
Like, that's the thing, though, and this is something I know I've talked about a lot this year, is when all eyes are on Miami, and this is the role with Mario Cristobal's team.
Question is, what would the weather be like in Pittsburgh? Because I'm going to tell you this. If it's snowing, Miami's done.
Yeah.
They can't handle that weather. I went to that Notre Dame, Indiana game in 12-degree weather, that playoff game. They have not seen freezing weather like that. So if it's like, now I don't think it'll be freezing over there, but who knows? But if it's snowing, it's a Pittsburgh victory, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but teams from the South don't do that good in the not cold, but definitely the freezing weather.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
look how
yeah,
bad
it's like-
Tennessee lost against Ohio State last year.
oh man, I
Yeah,
enjoyed
when
I knew
they
Ohio
took
State would
over
beat
the
Tennessee.
stadium. When they took over the stadium. Yeah.
like
I mean, that's the only time I'll side with Ohio State fans on that one because it's like Tennessee did not take over the stadium.
oh
No way
man,
they
like,
will.
I enjoyed that butt blistering so bad when Ohio State blistered their ass. Like it
That's
was
like the
so-
only
know.
time that Jackson would root for Ohio State, though.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Jackson
this.
is not
as long-
Jarrell.
Huh?
As long
Jackson
as
is not
my-
Jarrell.
Who?
Sorry.
As long as my back is doing better, because I've been going through quite a bit of a back strain, and maybe the weather's nice, and if Notre Dame makes the playoffs, I'm gonna try a kickflip in front of touchdown Jesus on my skateboard.
Oh, there you go, man.
I just gotta hope no security sees my ass.
I'm just curious. I just can't wait to see who Notre Dame's opponent will be because, like, I got a good feeling they'll beat Stanford next Saturday.
Yeah,
They
That's
should.
gonna be like a 52-14 victory.
Stanford
definitely
is Stanford is playing a little bit better though. They did beat Cal.
yeah,
But
come
not
on,
by
they got
much.
Frank Reich as their head coach, and I'm a Colts fan. I know about Frank Reich. The dude is not good. He's not a good coach.
No, he's gone after this year.
Yeah, I still remember, and I'll never forget this as a Colts fan. When they lost to the Jaguars, which cost them a spot in the playoffs, I'm like, 7 Pro Bowls, no playoffs. I would have fired them during the fourth quarter and left them stranded at the stadium. That's how mad I was.
Frank
He
Reich,
cost Jonathan
not
Taylor his
good at
MVP.
Panthers, and he's not doing good at Stanford either.
Yeah.
Well, he's only an interim, so what do you expect? Interims are not usually going to be doing that good.
Mm.
Well,
Except maybe Ed Orgeron that one time when he was at SC. I think
I
USC
promise,
should have him.
I promised myself that I wouldn't be saying a bad word about Jim Irsay until the full year of his death is up. Once that full year is up, I'll talk all the mad shit I want about.
See,
Irsay.
Jackson is such a nice person. That's all I
Yeah.
know. Like
I mean,
99% of
I'm
people would
trying my
not care
best
about
to be
that.
nice about Irsay, but like he was, I don't know what it was, but he just never like. Here's what irked me about Irsay when he was with the Colts. Dude, you should have fired Frank Reich sooner. And I mean, he just, it's almost like there was like a buddy system going on, or just it was just something that wasn't right. And I feel bad for him in that aspect, especially his daughters. But something, his daughter Carly, she could be owner of the year if the Colts make the playoffs.
Well, she probably needs to stop looking at her damn phone and look more at the football team. They'll be good to go for the future.
Good point. But
yeah,
and shout out to Austin, by the way. I was
yeah.
hoping he would jump on here, but I guess he wasn't.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's here in the link at the moment. I don't.
Yeah,
Where's
he's
Will,
in
by
the
the
chat.
way?
He's been in the chat.
Yeah, I like that dude. I really like that dude. Maybe when next time Notre Dame plays Louisville, I would like to meet him.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. And I'll tell you this though, I'll probably make sure to throw a little party for it. That's for sure. I'll
It
make
sucks
sure.
Louisville fell off because, I mean, like last couple of years with Brom, they've been fool's gold, man. They get people on board. They look like they're going to have a good year, and then they just fall off.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that it feels like under Brian Kelly.
I mean, Brian Kelly's a dumbass.
I hate Brian.
I
hate him
think he's
so
going to
much.
take the Michigan State job. I think he might take the Michigan State job
Oh,
because
God.
Michigan State's not
That would be
demanding.
That's
sad.
gonna make the 2026 edition of the Notre Dame Michigan State rivalry.
Michigan State would be better off rehiring D'Antonio.
They don't even play Michigan State no more. Michigan State wasn't really producing, so Notre Dame said, "You're not producing. We don't want you on the schedule."
Aw. Well, they are going to be back next year in 2027.
Well, Purdue's worse than Michigan State right now.
Well,
here's what irks me about playing Michigan State. Like after Michigan, they only cared about beating Notre Dame or Michigan, and they didn't care to produce in any other part of the season, and they would just suck for the rest of the year, regardless what
happened.
happened.
Auburn is with Georgia, Bama.
That irks me.
You know what the best part of next year's Notre Dame Michigan State game will be? The fact that it's going to be on the 60th anniversary of the 1966 10-10 tie game, in which that made Notre Dame Michigan State co-national champions in the world of college football.
I don't think they were co-national champions. I think it was just
Notre Dame was the national champ. Michigan State wasn't. But
Michigan.
2006. I remember, like, I'm 32 years old. I watched a lot of college football before some of you youngins were watching.
Dude, I'm 47.
This Michigan State coach, this Michigan State fan, not the coach,
I'm 47.
He had an epic meltdown after Notre Dame came back and beat them, and that was when Brady Quinn was playing. It was hilarious.
Man, like 06, man, like that was cool watching that game.
I was 13. I actually went to my first Notre Dame game. Brady Quinn's last game at Notre Dame Stadium. I got to see that happen.
I was 2, I think. That was 06, right?
Yeah.
I was 2.
2010, I know that 2010, Brad Nessler called that game, got all excited about the fake field goal. 2013.
Don't remind me of that one.
Well, here's an exciting one for Notre Dame. 2013, where Notre Dame.
I was at work when that happened.
Huh?
I was at work when that happened, but I got to watch some of it at Buffalo Wild Wings on my lunch break.
Oh man, that was so cool that Notre Dame was the only loss for Michigan State that year in 2013. Yeah. That was so cool.
Yeah, Michigan State fans are sore losers about it. I'm like, yes, I understand there were some bad pass interference calls, but to be fair, you blocked a punt and you didn't get any points out of it. Man. I mean, come on now.
You know, it was funny though. It was like I was picking. You know, I picked Notre Dame to win that day, and I was in this like the first year I'm in like the using college pick'em, right? And you know, I was in like this group called Donkey Nuts. Like, I don't even know why that name was come up with, but like the guy that came up with it, right? He was like trash talking me about Michigan State, and you know, he's shooting his mouth off about, you know, oh, Michigan State's gonna beat Notre Dame. You're gonna have to call me daddy and all. It's like, dude, it's halftime. Chill. What happens? Notre Dame wins.
I was listening to someone on the radio at work, but like I was working at Lowe's at the time. So I mean, but anyhow, yeah, I know at that time, there was no press box on the other side. There was a smaller press box. It was all grass, no logo, obviously no jumbotron, and the benches were wooden.
I remember it. Yeah. I've been to a couple Notre Dame games.
What team you root for, man?
Minnesota. Minnesota's my school. I lived in Minnesota for most of my life.
Yeah. It's if you're a fan of a team like Minnesota, then you don't know ball at all. And it's like, that's not how that works. You can be a fan of a team that's not elite and still know ball. There's a lot of people that are fans of elite teams that don't know ball. So how does that even work?
It's good to see a little mix up because, you know, a lot of times we would just get like, you know, the blue blood fans of the blue blood teams or close to the blue blood teams. And this time we get like, you know, the under the radars like Minnesota's.
Yeah.
It's nice
like Indiana. I'm an Alabama fan. I've been an Alabama fan since I was 3 years old, but I like Indiana too because before the last couple of years, I've been watching them for a decade and they've been trash. I never expected them to be good. Now that they're good, I'm just having fun with it. Like, it's great, right? And
enjoy
like,
it while
people getting mad at me for like, oh, you're a bandwagon fan. It's like, I'm not a bandwagon fan. Like, I would be a bandwagon fan if I was an Indiana fan and then became an Alabama fan out of it. I'm an Alabama fan my whole life.
I can
Indiana's
vouch.
the team that I've always rooted for on the side, and now they're good. So I'm just
Oh, and I can vouch for that because when I first met Jeffrey in November,
I was a fan when they sucked, Trojan. The reason I was a fan of Indiana was because they suck. That's the whole point. I've said this probably 800 times on my channel. I like Indiana because they sucked. I've been an Alabama fan my whole life because of ancestry. It's just the way that it is. I cannot not be an Alabama fan. That would be blasphemous. Okay? I love Alabama. It's in my blood, man. But Indiana is just a team that screwball 10-year-old me was like, wow, Indiana sucks. And nobody likes them. And they're no good. I'll start rooting for them. And I've been that way my whole life. Just like I'm an Alabama fan who so happens to like IU because
I went to that Notre Dame Indiana game, that playoff game, and it was a sight to see in person. I never thought I'd see a home playoff game at Notre Dame Stadium, and the fact that I got to go was amazing.
Well, and I could vouch for Jeffrey on the fact that he's been pulling for Indiana for a long time because since I've known him on November 4th of 2022, he's a Bama man, a North Carolina man, and Indiana man.
I live in the state of North Carolina. There's like most of my relatives do not live in where I am. They live in Alabama or Tennessee. But I live in North Carolina, and so it's like by default I've watched specifically Carolina basketball most of my life.
Quick question. Do you guys ever play the college football games?
I used
video games.
Play the video games, but
I'm finally getting the new one. I plan finally getting the new one. I'm going to, and I'd like to play you guys or anyone in this stream. Let's have some fun on here.
That would be cool. I mean, I gotta get the new game to be able to do it.
You're making me want to get a PS5. I mean, I'm getting it.
Yeah. You get an Xbox Series S for like $200 and some odd bucks and download the game.
I don't play video games all that much. I haven't played in years. So
I'm going to say this. I'm going to try to make some all decades teams. And
Minnesota Dave strikes me as like a GoldenEye 007 guy from like the N64.
Yeah.
Can you do the
I will try to make
more like college football from like Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Can you make your own?
I would like to try and make some all decades teams, and also I would like to make like Team A of 2025 and Team B of 2025, like a couple of fantasy teams of this year.
Oh, when you get to Dynasty, is it exactly like from PS3 and PS2 when you can make your own schedules, or for Dynasty mode, or no?
I'll find out when I get the game.
Yeah, because I think you can, but it's like I want to go play as Pittsburgh so I can have Penn State and West Virginia on there every year on the non-con slate.
Yeah, Jack, talk about him being a Notre Dame closet fan, Steve. He's a closet Pitt fan. he's a closet Wisconsin fan because he owns a hoodie of Wisconsin. How come we can't have connections to other teams? This is the thing. I talked to so many people. I had a Twitter debate the other day with somebody saying, you're a fan of 3 teams. You're delusional. Something's wrong with you. You can't like multiple teams. You can only like one team because it's blasphemous to like another team. There's tons of people that I know that like multiple teams.
Well, people wonder why I didn't become a Purdue fan. A lot of people wonder why I never became a Purdue fan. You want to know why they asked that question?
Why?
Because this is a hobby.
Oh, I see. Railroad, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if I'm playing a Notre Dame college football video game and I can add whoever the hell I want for the schedule, here's who I'll have. I'll have USC on there annually, Purdue, Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State.
Play USC at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, USC is going to be end of the year. It's like, I don't care about Stanford. Nothing personal.
Forget their September offer. That September offer was weak.
That's why I would put it on rivalry week every year, like it was from 1926.
They don't call it rivalry week for no reason. They really don't.
It's biggest week.
It makes sense.
I absolutely live and die for the Gophers versus Wisconsin game. It's literally
Yeah,
that
commend this
meaningful.
dude. You know,
Yeah,
going through all the bad times, there's going to be good times
And
coming at some point.
I would
But
have played as Pets as they were still in the Big 12 so that they could play Arkansas, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma area. But now that Texas is reunited with all their rivals, I don't care to play as Texas.
Jackson only cares about non-conference rivalries, man. He don't care about anything else.
hey guys, one thing I want to
Bring
say:
Indiana, Kentucky
don't
back, man.
do my
Alright?
expensive
I
hobby.
will.
Please don't.
I'll bring back Indiana, Kentucky.
Yeah, the bourbon
Please don't.
barrel. Bring the trophy
And I'll make
back.
Indiana's non-con tougher since they're winning now.
Hey guys,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Indiana
What do
will
you
beat
do?
Kentucky by 40.
hey guys,
probably.
whatever you do, don't do
Drill
my
will be
expensive
sad.
hobby. Just don't. It's too expensive. Because I spent like $500 on this thing right here. Like literally.
Wow.
Don't do it. Well, it has Bluetooth and everything. That's why, and it smokes really good. But anyhow, want to see some cool sports memorabilia?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, this one you may not be able to see it very good, but it was signed by Xavier Watts last season. My favorite player from last year. It was with a gray marker. That's why you can't really see it that good. It was like right around here. And how's this for size?
Oh, there we go, Rudy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's nice.
Friend of mine got it for me for Christmas, one Christmas.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I still got some of these old tickets from games I attended.
There we go.
If anyone still has those,
Programs is what I try to
something.
collect. If I can find like programs, I usually try to grab those. They don't have
Well,
programs anymore though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I miss the old days when I would enter Notre Dame standby here. Programs.
Yeah. Programs
Yeah,
and yearbooks were always what I go after back when I was a gopher. Well, back in the old Metrodome years when they used to have a yearbook and a program. I grab like the first of the year, like we would get. I had season tickets. We would go to the game, and basically, I would always pick the first game of the year. I would grab a yearbook, and the next game would be like a program.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got 15%.
Oh, were you able to, Jeffrey? Were you able to take a look or be able to talk about SMU Louisville for a moment?
All I got to today is that
Yeah,
Louisville
poor
is not
Austin.
good, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Poor Austin.
rough.
I have a question. Why is I'm watching ESPN? Why talking to you guys? Why did they think that James Madison has a really good chance to actually make the playoffs over the American teams? I just
Oh, the
don't see it
record's
happen.
better. That's about it. The record's better.
Interesting
The
question. Well,
because they're
maybe.
Yeah, I want Navy to do it, but I don't think they will.
Tulane's in the driver's seat in the American, I think.
Yeah, it's Tulane, and it would have I think on Thursday is a really good game for Thanksgiving. You got you got Navy versus Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis
say
hurt
this.
their chance, pretty much.
Yeah.
South Florida really hurt their chance, and North
Well,
Texas.
If your team ever hosts a playoff game, you better go. This goes out to every college football fan. I strongly recommend it. You will remember that forever.
I've been hoping so. I mean, I would love this. I would love to see an SEC school to come up to Minnesota in like
Oh man,
early
that would be an
December.
upset of the century.
Yeah, I'm just
That'd be an upset of the century.
Just have them freeze their ass off.
Oh, I was at the playoff game I went to. It was like, I think 12-degree wind chill.
Man, that's freezing.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. I mean, from South Bend, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just put on. It's basically you just put on the long johns and you just go on from there. Add
Shoot, I don't
on,
even
keep
put
on
those
adding
on.
on.
I don't even put those on.
Oh, I have to.
Oh,
It's freaking cold. it's way.
gentlemen, I don't know if either one of y'all or any of y'all saw the press conference of Lincoln Riley after the USC Oregon game, but Lincoln got triggered by our good buddy Adam Bradford at Trojans Wire.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
say?
He was asking him about the defensive staff, whether it needs to be changed or not, because a lot
Shoot.
of people, like
USC has
Oregon
not
fans
played any
kind of look
defense.
at Lincoln Riley as a joke, where,
USC has not played any defense since Pete left.
yeah,
They have not.
And they're not used to the Big Ten either.
yeah, it was that Oregon sign that said it stand Lincoln Riley's contract. And
Wonder
he
what
asked,
does USC.
yeah, because
I got a question for that Trojan fight, dude. What does USC do with Lincoln Riley from here?
Lincoln Riley's a dumbass.
What do you think they do from here? What do you think they should
Jackson has turned on Lincoln Riley.
Well, I mean, yeah, all that stuff about, I want to bring back Notre Dame USC. Yeah, when he said that at the Big Ten Media Days, he said it like he was in trouble for crashing a car and he has to pay for car insurance because he's in trouble with mommy and daddy.
do? Yeah, I know.
I'm just going to be an asshole about it until I get what I want, and that's Notre Dame USC coming back on an annual basis. The way it's always been my whole life.
Well, USC, here's the problem with that, and USC fans are not going to like this. If you want Notre Dame in the Big Ten so bad, fine. When you agree to play in South Bend Thanksgiving weekend instead of mid-October, just like we go to your place every year, end of the year, no matter what, we might go. You never know. I mean, that's the best way you can bribe Notre Dame to join the Big Ten.
I mean, I guarantee you, not playing Notre Dame every year is not going to change USC's situation in the playoffs. Because they're going to have to make sure they can win the games against the Oregons, the Ohio States. I mean, yeah, they beat Michigan, but Michigan's not been good on offense.
No, they have not. I knew Michigan would get killed in that one.
Oh yeah, I mean, you pit USC against Indiana.
Michigan should have lost to Northwestern.
Oh yeah.
If Northwestern was able to score touchdowns, they would have won that game easily instead of settling for field goals.
No, Fox
but that's the
was there.
thing, Trojan fight. Buyouts don't mean shit, in my opinion. Buyouts mean nothing. Contracts mean nothing in the world of sports these days. I mean,
what does Trojan fight think about the Lincoln Riley situation? Should they fire him?
I mean, I'd go ahead. I would go ahead and make 2026 the win or else season, honestly. Because here's what's going to happen. Okay, you're not playing Notre Dame. Now prove that you can get into the playoffs. Now prove that you can win a big one. It's not going to happen. And then what's going to happen is some of the same people that are pulling for USC to go, you go, girl, you go, girl, you go, girlfriend. You do that. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing no wrong. That's what some of the fan bases say. Not all the fan base, but some of the fan base that's saying, you go USC, don't take their crap. They're going to be getting the torches and pitchforks. They're going to be knocking on the door on Lincoln Riley and Jen Cohen, and they're going to be going, hey, we want y'all out. No, Jen Cohen, we don't care that you didn't bring Lincoln in. We want you out anyway. Go. That's what's going to happen if USC has another 9-3 season next year or an 8-4 year. What's going to happen is you're going to see some random game like a USC Indiana or USC Ohio State or a random home game for USC, and you're going to see the fan base cheering for Lincoln Riley to go. That's what
I
I
hope
think.
it's against Indiana.
Oh man. I was actually at that Notre Dame USC game. USC fans wanted Lincoln Riley fired.
They sure wanted fired though when he got the job.
What is USC's
Okay,
expectations?
Indiana's a road game, but still, though, Ohio State, Oregon, or Washington are home games. But that's the thing, Trojan. I think USC should have planned ahead, and that's the fault of the school president. That's the fault of the school president and the athletic director. The moment they decided to join the Big Ten, they should have planned ahead and said, okay, so we're going to have Notre Dame on rivalry week. Can we have Purdue on 2 weeks before rivalry week as our home game in LA? And then in the years where you have to travel to South Bend in the odd number years, what you should do is if you're having to travel to Indiana in those years or having to travel to Purdue or both of them, make sure it's like 3 straight weeks you're in the state of Indiana. You're good to go. That's where you should have talked with the Big Ten commissioner about it. Don't do that whole getting frustrated and then letting things blow up and then like one little thing happens and then you get pissed off and just go in a 2-hour venting session. Because that's what happened. That is what happened with this whole situation.
Wow. I think it'll be interesting to see what USC does. I mean, they'll probably beat up on their old hated neighbor next week. I truly believe that next week is going to be a lot of fun for me. Oh, and guess what? I have to wait till my team plays at 10:30.
Oh, well, I'll be staying up at 1, 2 a.m. anyhow.
Yeah.
So no worries there. Goodbye.
Oh my
I grew up a night
gosh!
owl.
Look at the schedule next year for Notre Dame.
Going.
That's not that good.
I gotta get going, guys. I'm sorry.
All right, you're good, Minnesota.
I
Dave.
should
I'm
get
probably
going.
getting off soon as well.
Why don't you
all
get
right,
that
see you
Trojan
guys.
fight dude on here? Get that Trojan fight dude on here.
Yeah, anybody can come on if they want. I got the links been in the chat. If they want to come on, they can. I don't want to be on too late though.
Well, I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, Jackson. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But when you leave, that's when I'm into it. Cause if not, I've stayed up till 5 before, and that's just too late. I can't do that.
Shoot, I stayed up till like 8 a.m. to edit skateboard videos.
Man, it's crazy.
When you film for your bros, and they're gonna be bombarding you for their clips, and you don't want them to spoil the edit, but you want to put the edit on as soon as possible so they can see their footage. That's how it goes.
That's tough business editing, man. Like editing anything, it's a lot of people think hey, it's easy. You're sitting down. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to edit.
Yeah, and then you have to read. Hold on, let me show you a little something. Something that I used to film with. It's really cool.
Make sure that does not happen.
And Brad Bielema couldn't get it done today against Wisconsin. Wisconsin, Minnesota, I'm curious about it next week.
Yeah, Brett Bielema was not this year's Indiana.
It was like I never understood that.
It was disgusting, Jackson. The amount of times I heard.
It's like if Illinois was a 3-win team in the prior season, then okay. But the problem with that argument about Illinois being the Nets Indiana was they had 9 wins. They had a 9-win season in the prior year. They had that 10th win, the bowl game. That's not this year's version of Indiana.
Yeah, and they regressed this year, which is so funny. Hilarious.
Try filming anything on here with this.
Oh, nice.
This is an old tape camera.
That's cool,
and if
though.
you're filming any type of documentary or anything, you have to use the editing program to actually capture the footage. Like, you have actual firewall. It ain't like using a USB cord.
It's really cool, though. Older technology, like you might be more cumbersome, but it's still really cool, though.
Yeah. Hey, the cool thing about that kind of camera that I filmed with. They call it a fisheye lens. Well, this is called depth lens.
There we go.
Because boards tend to hit that lens. But you can use it for anything else, although nobody ever uses that kind of lens for anything else. But this kind of camera, I see it being filmed for documentaries and whatnot. And another thing you have to worry about is if you're filming anything, even if your heads are clean, the picture might still glitch.
Okay, so Trojan Fight, let us know what you think about this. But USC UCLA will be on NBC at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And Oregon Washington will be the afternoon game on CBS. Which, I mean, that was kind of obvious.
Someone else gonna come on here, hopefully.
If they are,
we got Pitt coming on here. Hopefully his audio will work because we've had audio difficulties in the past. But he's a Nebraska fan. Appreciate you for stopping by.
What's up, man?
Am I tagged in? Are you there, bro?
You're here.
We can hear you.
Are you the one and only Pit Snipe Husker?
I am. There is only one, bro.
Not
Good to see you, good buddy. Good to see you.
How you doing, fellas?
Oh, we're doing all right. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Oh, it's a rough night, man. It's a rough night.
Yeah, sorry about those Cornhuskers losing tonight.
Yeah, you needed Penn State 5 weeks ago because Penn State.
They needed Ndamukong Suh. They needed Ndamukong Suh to be on the coaching staff.
Well, we ain't got nothing within 14 miles of Ndamukong Suh on our defensive line, bro. And that's an issue. A lot our ass all went to Florida State, and y'all met it in week 1. Every bit of ass we had went to Florida State. And, yeah, we just got a lot of lightweights up front on the D line. And I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this Butler fella as a DC. I'm not sure yet. We got a pretty hot secondary, but, man, in the middle and our linebackers, it's a hot mess, bro.
You might get, hey, who knows? Al Gore may not last that long at Cincinnati. You might be able to get him if it doesn't work out at Cincinnati as your defensive coordinator.
What
was that name?
Tony White comes back home to Nebraska.
I don't want Tony White back. I'm not sold into this 3-3-5 idea. I'm not. Tonight we saw base 3-3-5 against Penn State, and to me that's just dumb.
I gotta say this. Don't you think maybe you should hire Ndamukong Suh to be your defensive line coach?
Oh, yes, of course.
He would do a great job. I like Ndamukong Suh. I mean, dude was a stud. when he was in college, and he was a very feared player.
I can't believe I called him Nadama Kong for a long time because it's like, I mean, that last part of your first name is Kong. I mean, it's like, it's like
very unique.
Yeah, you're lucky if you say someone's name right with a guess. I mean, I figured out after the fact so many names have been wrong. And yeah. Oh, okay. Ralph says time to fire Matt Rule. They just gave an extension to keep him.
Matt Rule,
I think it's an extraordinary opportunity that we missed to not just get on the Kong bandwagon and make that a thing. But yeah, we'd love to have him back. I just don't think that Ndamukong Suh is trying to coach anywhere. He's spending money and investing money and building schools and all that good stuff. I just don't think he's trying to coach, bro. And by the way, who the hell did we just pick up on for our defensive line coach from the Kansas City Chiefs last year? I need help.
Terry Braden.
Thank you, Jackson. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like we're fucking around about who our defensive line coach is. It's just we came up light this year because with Tony White moving to Florida State, that took all of the ass off our defensive line. We're very light. Let's see what we got next year. It sucks to say that. Let's see what we got next year.
Man.
But that's where we're at. It's where we're at.
Speaking of Florida State,
Nebraska's better than Florida State.
That, but also Friday night, like the way they lost. Oh my god, they
that USC loss hurt. Like, I'm not a Nebraska fan, but that hurt. I mean, they had that.
No, I watched that,
and then Raiola got hurt.
Yeah, I know you're not a Nebraska fan, Jeffrey. You're always sitting on my lads, bro.
Hey, but I mean, I'm friendly to Nebraska, though, is what I mean. Like, I'm friendly to Nebraska. I got no beef with Nebraska. I feel bad for their fans,
Let's say this.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he should get himself a Nebraska jersey and have his last name put on it like I do with mine.
I'll tell you this, Pitt. Have you ever called in on the Nebraska call-in show and on the ladies of college football?
No. I don't. It's a sister thing. I try not to bother my sister Minnie on her show. It's her new thing, and I just let her do her thing. I will call in and bother her. Stand by. It will happen. But I'm enjoying those two gals catching their feet and getting their wind and doing their thing. I ain't trying to interrupt that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Manning and Doreen do a great job Sunday nights on the ladies' college football, and
I wish my girlfriend was just as into football as I am.
Huh?
I wish my girlfriend was just as into football as I am.
You don't know how many people I've heard say that.
Yeah, I know.
They either are or they're not.
Been with her for 2 years. I kind of wish she would be, but it's what it is. I still love her anyways.
All right.
It's just like Minnie is my alter ego. She's my nemesis, and I'm gonna fucking breast her balls every goddamn chance I get, just for fun, because it makes her laugh, and it makes me laugh, and it makes our people laugh. And so yeah, we're gonna let her get some steam, and then I'm gonna bust her balls again.
Oh man, like the last week's call from George. Oh my god, that was so funny. Wait.
She's so good with those callers. She's a ray of sunshine. We love our Miss Minnie. It is still one of my greatest joys to break her balls and cause her problems.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: they bring like golden retriever energy. That's what they bring. I tell you what.
There it is, bingo. Yep.
Jackson's always got the perfect analogies, man.
I'm always trying to figure out something. That's for sure. Hey, Godfather, what's up? You're just in time for the party.
Maybe the last caller of the night.
Or at least we try
Godfather.
to.
I probably won't be because I'm sure someone will try to come on later. But
it's like a southern.
Everybody come on, but it's getting close to 2 a.m.
Say bye to your
doing,
relatives in the South or in the Midwest. You think you're
Hey,
gonna
Jackson.
leave, but 5 minutes you're still talking. 30 minutes you're still talking. Then you're about to get in the car, but then you're still talking for 15 to 30 minutes. Then you get ready to get in the car, and then you're about to say bye, and then you finally get in the car.
I think it's great that people want me to be live till 3:30 a.m. The problem is I'm like, is it because you love the show, or is it because you want me to not get any sleep? I hope it's because you just love the show.
The show is awesome, dude.
It's because they love the show.
Now.
I know. I appreciate it. I mean,
it's a great show, bro. And I mean, who's in the crowd? Is Wayland online now?
Godfather's on here with us. I brought him on unannounced.
Hoorah! I mean, you got the greatest crowd, man.
Do you get paid for this? Hopefully.
Oh, I mean, like the super chats, when people give, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, like I work at the Voice of College Football, so that counts. But this is just like whatever YouTube like ad stuff and
yeah, I know. It's a I've had my account since 2008.
Wow, that's a long time. That's like early YouTube days because YouTube started 05, so that's like.
It started like 2005. 20 years, man. It's hard.
Yeah, it's crazy. 20 years. The first video was that dude at the zoo. You probably seen that, Jackson. Everybody's seen that video of that dude at the zoo. You know, it's the first video. It's like it's like a guy with a camcorder. It's just such a different era, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when I was a kid, man, like I had a camcorder.
Yeah. I wish I had a camcorder.
It's a different time in the late 2000s, man.
I wish I had a cam. I wish I didn't have to wait until I was 15 or so to have a camcorder, because I really wish I would have done that, because I think I was better on my skateboard back then than I am now.
I can tell you this, Walter. It's never too late to do what you want to do with your life, but always make sure to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Let me pause right there. It's never too late to get on a skateboard. I think that might be bad advice, Jackson.
Well, I was talking about I was talking about content creation.
Okay. There I agree with you.
It sounded like he was giving skateboard advice for me.
No.
That would not go well.
Gentlemen, I'm in my 50s. We should stay off skateboards, all right? Let's just make that clear.
Is riding a bike
I'm gonna do it until the day I'm dead, man. Mark my words on that.
There you go.
Hey, Tony Hawk is still around a skateboard.
There are dudes in their early 60s doing it.
There you go. Go for it, my guy.
I still do it.
Break a leg.
Just don't expect to be great at it.
It's all right.
Do it because you love it. I mean, whatever you like to do, you gotta do it because you love it. Otherwise, if you try and do it for a job, you're just not gonna like it.
Exactly.
And content creation, like.
Oh, I ain't had a job in 20 years. Fuck that.
Oh my God.
All the years of me trying to make it on YouTube with anything, I just know full well. I mean, I'm just doing this for the fun of it, because like I just don't have the energy to upload every day. I don't have the energy to vlog about anything. I just don't.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of people have burnout. What sucks is like a lot of YouTubers like getting to the point where like they get famous, but then they have to post so much to keep it going, and then they get burned out, and then they have to cut back on it, and then eventually, like if they're making all of their money off content creation, then they have to go get a job, which then further cuts into like what they can produce on the internet, and then it just they kind of die off. That's happened to a lot of people, but Yeah, I mean, I do this for fun. I mean, I don't post every day, even though my slogan is talk sports every single day, or at least I try to. It's kind of a double entendre. It's like I do try to actually post every day, but I don't post every day. I actually used to post every day years ago, but I don't anymore because I can't. But I try to, at least do a couple streams a week and keep it going. But
edit
it
things.
is
You
for
might be
fun.
staying up until like, if you have to edit things with the actual video camera, or like especially in I have a GoPro camera. If you have to edit like a full like 10-minute video with that you filmed with the GoPro camera, guess what? You're spending maybe 8 hours, maybe spending till like 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, because the HD footage makes the preview lag, and you can't really tell half the time if you're editing it right. That's the frustration filming with HD.
Oh, no worries, Stephen Cherry. I sleep.
Well, if I can break in here, what makes me curious is that Jackson and Jeffrey, you're both kind of well-known personalities. You obviously do enough of this YouTube gig, whether it's every day or not, or whatever it is. Mike, I think everyone is curious. Is it a living? Are you making a living? Can you pay your bills on what you do on the YouTube?
If I'm going to make YouTube money, it would just be play money. That's just me.
What's your answer for that, Jackson?
You can.
No.
You just have to have.
No, he's not saying that you can or can't. He's saying can't do we.
I'm just asking how y'all are doing, brothers.
Oh, we're all right.
I mean, I work retail. Not
keeping the lights on.
But yeah,
it helps.
but
I'll say that it helps.
Hey guys, I'm gonna say this. You should get yourselves a jersey of your team and get your last name plan on it, like I did with mine. See how I did that?
Yeah.
The dugout did that for me. I thought it was gonna be white. Turns out it was gold, which is even better. And this is like 2 years before Notre Dame put the gold logo on their jersey.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm certified. I'm actually close to monetization on my personal channel, but like we're obviously monetized on the Alabama channel, but and I know the SEC channel is monetized on the boys college football. Yeah, so like the YouTube rules are you have to have like 3,000 views.
Yes, screw that.
Yeah, within like for like the last 90 days, and then you get monetized. That's like one of the rules.
It took me like a year to get monetized, and yeah, I mean I'm monetized on my channel, and like I do the Alabama Voice of College Football stuff. So I mean, like I said, it helps. I mean, YouTube, it's a tough game, man. I mean, there's a lot of people doing this stuff. That's why, like you said, Walter, it's more like this is a hobby. That it's a hobby we enjoy to do, but it's also kind of somewhat professional as well. Like kind of like halfway, 1 foot on the professional side, one side on like the amateur hobby side. It's kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's anyway. I'm sure Jackson probably feels the same way.
Jeffrey, that sounded like bullshit.
We're not Paul
Jeffrey, that sounded like bullshit. You got both feet in, bro.
I don't make enough videos to get paid. I wish I did, but like I said before, you need to be prepared to stay up all night if you're doing serious editing with this stuff, especially if you're using HD cameras.
Yep.
Oh, all the respect in the world. That's why I'm asking. I'm not mocking. I'm asking. You guys do an extraordinary job, and I'm extraordinarily appreciative that you're there and that we get to shoot the shit at buttfuck o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm probably one of the only people that are still alive this late talking college football in this type of way. I mean,
UCLA is getting smacked.
I appreciate
in what is
that.
Potentially their final time at the Rose Bowl.
Keep in mind that people at one time said UCLA had a shot to make the Big Ten championship game, which they did. But that died when they went to Bloomington. So we'll leave
They
it.
playing this late. Is UCLA on this late, Jackson?
They're on NBC.
Yeah, it's California, dude.
14.
Just for a second, aren't we all a little bit sad that Foster couldn't make it work at UCLA? Just for a second.
Yeah.
A moment of silence for Deshaun Foster. He's a bad motherfucker. I want him on our staff. Let's just hire him. God damn it. We're going to get the Saban School of defunct coaches going on in Lincoln. That's what we're going to do.
Now, I want you guys' opinion about James Franklin. I know his, but you guys' opinion about James Franklin to Virginia Tech.
Who cares?
I think it's
Love it.
Virginia Tech.
I think it's a perfect fit. I said when he got fired that Virginia Tech was the job that made sense, and it ended up happening. So
yeah, cool. No, just reliving the Frank Beamer days. As long as they're cool, that's as far as it's gonna go. It's gonna work out. I mean,
they just can't be like hungry for more than that.
I don't think he'll do as good as Beamer myself. You want my opinion?
Probably right, Godfather.
Yeah,
I really don't
think he'll do as good as Beamer.
Nope.
Beamer's tough to beat. Now, Godfather, I think that they hired James Franklin to ride that team right into another conference. That's what they're trying to do. That's what's trying to happen. I mean, that is what's happening in college football right now. If you're in the ACC, you want to get the hell out. And by golly, James Franklin's the guy to help carry you out of the ACC and into, I don't know what. I think the Big Ten or the SEC, one or the other.
Or Big 12. Big 12.
Well, they're no good in the ACC, so if they get in a stronger conference, what's that going to do them any good? What good is that going to do them?
I would totally cheer on the Big 12 if they pulled in Virginia Tech. Hell yeah. That makes them stronger. That makes them stronger. They're jack shit right now.
The Big 12 can take Louisville.
I'll take Louisville over them in the SEC any day.
I could see him taking Louisville, Virginia Tech, Pitt.
That would be huge.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it would save the Big 12 because I mean, if the ACC loses Miami, Clemson,
Pitt would join the Big 10
for years, then the ACC is going to disintegrate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think Pittsburgh would. Don't you think Pittsburgh may join the Big 10 instead?
Nah,
I would love for that.
Kind of like,
here's what I would love.
North Carolina makes sense to the Big 10.
I wish the Big 10 would trade Rutgers to Pitt, trade Rutgers to the AC, and in return, they get Pittsburgh.
I mean, they do have Southern Cal, though. I mean,
Florida State, Miami fits in the SEC. Either one of those two schools, either one of them, if not both of them.
I wish Penn State would get over it, Ralph. That's what I wish, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But Washington just scored their next touchdown. They're winning 48-14 with 6 minutes left in the game.
This game is over, Jackson.
Yeah, NBC after
Jackson's just excited football's still on.
Yeah, I mean, I've just got like the dog in hell going. This is fine.
Where did Caden go? Did he crawl back in under his shell or any under his
well, I roasted him a little too hard for that Penn State thing. I mean, he was trying to troll me about saying Penn State was playing better. And I'm like, dude, they're playing better. Like, you're trying to make me look like a moron when, like, you're not thinking very intelligently right now, man. Like, I know you've got more brain cells than that. Because he always says me and Jackson are full of dog poop. But it's like, dude, Penn State is playing better football. I didn't say they were great. I said they're playing better football. He's like, I could agree with that. It's like, I don't care if you agree. It's like, why are you arguing it? That's the point that I'm trying to make. Like, he just argues for the sake of argument. Not everything.
He has an ego.
EG.
Yeah, he told me that he knows Caleb Downs. He knows all these Ohio State like 10 followers, man. It's like
I bet Caleb Downs would tell him to get back 10 feet if he was trying to get an autograph.
Probably.
like,
I've been by Notre Dame players that did not want, a photo. They just wanted to
Oh man, like the stuff he said, and
Not
like
all
he was
of them
like
want to
comparing
take a
himself to
photo with
Brock
you.
Lesnar on one show, and like one one show,
the fact that he thinks he's Brock Lesnar tells you everything you need to know about Caden the Diesel Freak.
And like one show, like it was one of the shows where he showed his face. It was the day before 4th of July. He was like running his mouth to Austin or something. And it was like that last thing he said that got me pissing myself laughing, where he's like, "So be quiet, little boy." Like that last line, I just like I couldn't quit laughing for 2-3 minutes, just laughing at that. Like it wasn't
telling me like, oh, he foregone his potential athletic career to go work. It's like, dude, if you had an offer from Ohio State to play football, you wouldn't have skipped that for work. It's because you didn't have any offers. It's not a knock. At least you played high school football. But like, dude, you were not a great athlete. If you were a great athlete, Ohio State would have wanted you.
and the show where he got kicked out by Mark on round 2, round 3 of the NFL draft live stream, where he was like, "Come on, the unsanctioned. Come on, the unsanctioned is at 7 p.m. Eastern." And then Mark just boots him out.
Like, you cannot plug your show on someone else's show without like the green light or like the okay. Like a lot of times people say, hey, tell people where you can, where they can find you. Like most people don't mind, but like you're just gonna go in there and plug yourself. Like, come on.
Yeah, Mark
you can't do that. It's just rude.
Yeah, it was so funny when Mark kicked him out. He was like, I have reiterated to this moron, do not promote your crap on here. I don't want to see you in here for a month. Like that was just like so funny right there. Because it was like the umpteenth time that Mark had to deal with that. And there was like one other show. It was like the national title. It was one of the national title shows where Cade was saying something about like a 8-4 Ohio State team in 04. So like, oh, well, that Ohio State team would do this. They would do that. Mark comes out. He's like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. It was like the funniest stuff ever. Like, we need to get like a compilation of those clips one of these days.
Hey, I admit, I actually pissed off dude from Trojan Wire or television or wherever it was.
Are you talking about from USC LAFB who was at the USC Voice College Football Channel, Tim?
Oh, could have been him. There was this one USC stream that, I was trolling a little bit, but I also was telling some truth, and they didn't like it. And I was telling that about their September offer being very weak.
No, wait a minute. Or was this someone else? It couldn't have been Tim. Let me.
I'll try not to do that again.
I don't know if it was Tim or someone else. I don't know. But
Trojan saying was it Matt Zemek?
Hey, I effed around and found out.
I mean, it's all good. I mean, everybody's had their moments. I try to stay as even kill as I can, like even in my supposed rants or whatever that people always say that I do. I try to be, like stay on the lighthearted side. Like I'm not actually like going off on people because like I feel like when you do that, people think that you're just like mean or rude or whatever. It's like it's not the case. Like you just get passionate. Sometimes I get really passionate the way I feel about something, and then it sounds like I'm going off. I'm always dude is just not happy. I'm not going off.
I don't know why that Caden dude is just not happy.
I know, right?
And again, like, that's why I was saying, like, dude, Ohio State wins the title, and you're just like, Right. Do it
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
if Alabama wins a title or if Indiana would somehow win it, I'm cheering.
And just because you said that Penn State was doing better doesn't mean you were kissing their ass.
Like I wasn't like at all. I appreciate you and most people for seeing that. Like I'm just like Penn State's playing better. They're playing kind of like the team that they were supposed to be thought of in the preseason. Like, they're playing like that 9-3 looking 10-2 type of team that they should have been. I mean, they really should have been that. But they
Very true.
Hard. But now they're playing like they actually care again. I mean, the way they played against Nebraska tonight is the best that they've looked. And also the Indiana game's the best they've looked since before the Oregon game. Probably
Austin,
the best they've looked this season.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
How you doing tonight?
Sorry about the loss, Austin. That's tough, man.
Oh, what up, man? Been wanting to talk to you.
It's all good. It's all good. And I think if anything,
I was hoping you'd come on here.
Oh yeah, I'm here to take my medicine. Don't you worry.
I wasn't going to talk about that. Hey, it's just nice to meet you, sort of.
Sort of, yeah. I'll say this.
Yeah, we gotta get together. If Notre Dame and Louisville play each other, we gotta get together. If they come back to South Bend, please come here.
Oh, I've been wanting to go to a Notre Dame game, like, because you're all.
I'll take you around campus, man. I'll take you around. Fridays before every home game. I believe I could be wrong, but I think you can go through the tunnel, but you actually have to pay a little bit of money now. It ain't free like it once was.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I know, like, a lot of people say, like, if you go to a Notre Dame game at night, that's better because the fans can be a little more up and at him, whereas in the daytime, they call them the wine and cheese fans. I learned this a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, with always Irish.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know we had wine and cheese fans. Apparently, Ohio State's that way, too.
Well, here's the thing about Ohio State fans with today's game they're getting against Maryland. Here's the thing. There's a reason why they're not going crazy. I mean, they expect to beat Maryland. Ain't like they're playing Michigan or Notre Dame or the Alabamas or those great Florida State teams like 2013s or Texas. I mean, that's why they were kind of chill today. I mean, come on now. But you bet they're going to be rowdy next week. And why isn't that game out on at night?
That's on Big Noon Kickoff, I think, isn't it, Jack? In Michigan,
they always do the Big Ten,
they've been on Big Noon Kickoff annually since.
That needs to be at night. They need to kind of like have that be to be determined. And I think if both teams have a shot at being the playoffs, have it at night. I mean, that's the top rivalry in college football, and yet that's never at night. Baffles me a little bit.
I would love it if NBC would get that coverage of Michigan, Ohio State at night in Ann Arbor or Ohio going to the shoe. That would be awesome. But the Fox always gets the first crack at it, unfortunately. Hey, but we get the Iron Bowl at night. Now that's going to be fun.
But noon, though. I don't like noon.
I honestly, I'm kind of just like, you name the time that I gotta keep an eye on the game, I'll keep an eye on it. Like on
Well, then it all depends. It depends what's going on. I'll say this: so if you play at noon and there's a rain delay and you have stuff to do after the game, oh boy, don't that suck?
Yeah.
Well, I joke with Jackson all the time, but eventually we're going to get to the point where college football is going to be played at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, like the NFL does, and we're going to get to that
national
point.
Games.
Man,
we're going to get to
awesome
that point.
I got an upset pick for you next week, if you want to give it a shot. Miami playing Pittsburgh.
Yes,
I think most people are going to pick Pitt for real.
Actually, but here's the thing: while he likes to play that, upset alert siren, if he truly goes for the upset, play the roll the dice audio with that. Because he is, after all, roll the dice, Austin.
Yes. Here's the thing. What's going to upset people is we could have 2 ACC teams in the playoffs this year, Miami and the ACC champion, and that's going to upset people. But it's going to happen again because if Miami wins out, the committee has done told us that Miami's in as long as Notre Dame keeps winning. They've done told us that without even saying a word. And then
Do you think Notre Dame and Miami are both in?
Yes.
Fair. Fine by me.
I think they'll put them both in to suit
Yeah.
both sides. They'll be like, Miami, you beat Notre Dame. We're going to compliment you with that victory. And Notre Dame, you've been playing fantastic. We'll put you in. Now, a lot of people will get upset because they'll say Notre Dame has 2 losses. But here's what they'll do. They'll put Notre Dame on the road and say, we punished them. Are you happy? But we still got them in the playoffs. That way everyone can be happy.
To be honest with you, just going to the playoffs is a big accomplishment after a disastrous 0-2 start. I mean, that deflated me.
Well, I'll tell you this. I know Miami's definitely pulling for, all they have to do is beat Pitt, and they'll need at least either Virginia to lose or SMU to lose next week.
But if Pittsburgh beats Miami, it's over for Miami.
Yeah, Miami probably won't have no playoffs at all. And I know this drives people nuts, but we could see a 9-3 Pitt or a 9-3 SMU team make the playoffs.
They would have to win the ACC championship. There's no way they're going to put like a basic 9-3 team in there.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
Agreed.
I mean, here's the thing with the way this is structured, and Jeffrey has even said multiple times, and I know Jackson has, that no 9-3 should be in the field, not unless something occurs. Well, we're going to have a 9-3 ACC champ unless Virginia wins, which is possible, because SMU would be 9-3 and Pitt would be 9-3, and they would be a champion. Unless you're going to take, I guess, 2 group of 5 teams, which then that would start a whole nother argument. And I don't think they would want to do that. So someone from the ACC has to win. And that's what frustrates people, is because they're like, the ACC and Big 12 can go 9-3 and still have a spot. And the SEC and Big 10 people are complaining about, we have to win 10 games for us to even be considered. That's where I think a lot of this discussion comes in at. And then of course you got your Notre Dame needs to join a conference, that kind of thing. Not trying to get anybody started, but that's a conversation that always is going to be there too. Which Jackson will always say that's ridiculous.
And that's if Notre Dame ever does it. The day they have no choice is the day they'll join.
And Walter, you and Jackson will get along great with this, but Jackson's upset at USC because they refuse to play you all. He's over here calling Lincoln Riley names over that.
Well, he makes USC stand for the University of Scared Cowards. Pete Carroll would laugh at that dude. Pete Carroll would laugh at Lincoln Riley.
And Jen Cohen.
I still wonder, why did USC stop playing defense when Pete Carroll left? At some point, you would think they'd be playing defense by now.
I don't know. Oh, by the way, Jackson, you're about ready to win another bet with Oklahoma, because if they beat LSU next week, you win another $40. Daggone it. So next week I will be pulling for LSU so we can have a draw at least.
Yeah, that is not likely. Anything can happen, but that is not likely LSU wins that game.
Oh, no.
Daggone it. I got to pull for LSU next week. Oh, brother, help me.
Where's it going to be at?
Oklahoma.
It's at Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma's probably going to win. Oni Kuno is probably going to be out there. If you ever watch his stuff, you need to get him on here.
Who?
Oni Kuno. He's a big Oklahoma fan.
Oh, okay.
He's been on YouTube since I can remember. I noticed him in 09.
How you spell his name?
ONIKUN.
Oh, there it is. Thanks, man.
Anytime you gotta get him on here. I think your channel will grow even more.
Oh yeah.
Where's the other dude? The dude running the show.
Oh, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
I'm getting tired, man. I'm just letting you guys go.
Oh.
I'm still here. I mean, you guys have been carrying this thing. I mean, it's like you guys are on a conversation and stuff. I'm just like listening in the background.
Walter Austin Walter was asking about us a little while ago, good buddy.
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
We're
here. We were getting a search party ready for you, man.
Well,
I was getting a little worried about Austin. I thought
it's all good.
Louisville deflated him.
Now, work schedule's been getting to me, and of course, I got pictures to share. But I recently went to Madison Square Garden to watch the Champions Classic.
Oh, nice!
Nice, that's awesome.
What is it?
The Champions Classic, the Kansas, Duke, Michigan State, and
the college basketball games.
Oh yeah, I can't. Man, there's only quite a few. There's only 3 sports I can really follow. Well, baseball, sort of. I mean, I am a Cub fan, but I mean, I don't follow it like I used to when I was a kid. College football and skateboarding. Well, I don't really follow the contests, even though I should.
Well, don't feel bad. Jackson's the same way. Like me and Jeffrey, we're the basketball buffs. Like Jackson, he'll watch. Like I'll tell him all the time. I'll be like, "Congrats on Bama winning," and he'll be like, they're supposed to." Like, and when they go to when they went to the Final Four, I was more excited for.
Do you ever think about Alabama basketball? Alabama, you think football. Louisville, either you'll think football or you'll think basketball, depending on how long you've been noticing them.
Probably basketball. I would say most
football
people
ain't far behind them.
Yeah, football's not far behind. Most people would consider Indiana basketball, of course. North Carolina, Jeffrey's other team, they're basketball all the way. And of course,
they did have some good NFL players. North Carolina, Hakeem Nicks is one of them.
Mm-hmm. North Carolina got some decent Drake May. I don't know if y'all have been watching Drake May, but that dude might lead the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I was talking with Mike Debate about that last night about the Patriots, how good they've been.
Oh boy. For him.
Yeah,
yeah, we won't.
I mean, I don't know how tired you guys are, but I'm pretty tired. I was gonna say Lawrence Taylor is a big one. Lawrence Taylor. He was actually talking to Belichick before the game. The pep talk.
Why don't we get this Michigan fan on here next time? Get this Michigan fan on here. Get that Trojan fight on here. I mean.
They can come on if they want.
Yeah, I heard about Xavier Griffin talking with USC. I know that he was talking about that, but I will say though, I'm kind of getting some I'm kind of getting something figured out with next time there's some recruits on Alabama USC where it's like somebody's choosing Alabama USC. I'm figuring something out for that. And oh god, my brain is so fried. It's literally.
I know it's what happens when it hits that late hour, man. You start losing it.
Yep. And
now
I gotta get my hair cut tomorrow. Oh
Yeah, I
man.
don't. Eventually, I have to get mine cut, but that's only if my girlfriend bugs me to death about it. I like having my hair shaggy.
Well,
Oh,
I usually
You gotta
kinda-
do what the woman wants, right?
I'm not gonna cut that short.
Oh, my hair was
I
bad too. Don't worry. That's why I
I
wear
try-
hats.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, did anyone ever tell y'all if you ever looked like someone famous growing up?
Few
No.
times.
Yeah, I got one for you. Ever since I was 14, I was told I looked like the dude from the School of Rock.
Oh Lord.
I can see that.
Thanks.
Oh,
Not the
real
first,
fast.
not the last.
I got some grilling to
Funny
do real
though.
fast. Jackson, where is
What?
your respect for Tennessee, good buddy? They went to the swamp and got it done. How about you talk about them
Florida
Volunteers
quit.
now?
Florida quit. Tennessee
They're
played
supposed. What do
quit.
they want? A cookie? Florida sucks. It's not like you being with Tim
Well, here's the
Tebow.
thing. Jackson always says until they go to the swamp and win, I can't give them no respect. Well, guess what, Jackson? They just went to the swamp to kick some butt. Time to put some respect on them, good buddy. Let's hear it.
Just give them their Skittles and be done with it.
There you go.
They
Hey,
beat a Florida team that quit.
there you
Congratulations.
go.
It's
Here's
not
your
like we beat
Skittles.
Florida
Here's
that
your
while
Skittles.
they had Tim Tebow.
Now, see.
Not even when they had Kyle Trask.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
Nobody was a bigger impact than Tim Tebow when I was.
The way
in high
I'm
school.
looking at
Oh yeah,
it,
not even close.
He was-
I'm just like
he was one of my
Florida's
favorite
had like a
players
couple
despite playing for a
decent
different
teams
team.
since, but
I talked
nothing
about
good
this
since
with
Tebow.
Lucas Hill tonight on the SEC channel for the Voice of College Football. This is Florida's 5th losing season since 2017.
Them and Auburn are in the same boat right now.
Uh-huh.
Dude, Florida has not been too high ever since Tim Tebow left.
No.
Other than a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Urban Meyer was like, yeah, nope, I'm out. Oh, no, I'm coming back for
I
2010.
mean, Austin, how old are you, Austin?
I'll be 23 next week.
Happy
Must be your
early
age.
birthday, good buddy.
Happy
We gotta
birthday
celebrate your
week.
birthday for a
When
week.
will you be 23? Next week?
Yep, next week. Next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving.
Well, happy birthday if I don't see you.
You know
I
what cake you're
appreciate it.
I'm
getting?
32, bud. I have 9 years on you.
You know,
Hey,
you know what,
listen.
Not that old.
Austin, you know what cake you're gonna get?
Oh, I don't eat cake on my birthdays. I eat brownies.
You know what? I'm the same way, man.
Interesting.
Although, I mean, I do if it's given me as long as it's
Just
chocolate.
place a damn dessert in front of me, I'll eat it. That's what I
Or
would
just
get.
give
I
them.
don't-
How about this? A brownie cake for Austin.
There we
Hey.
go. I take that. Like
There
I
you
try to
go.
stay away from the sweets though, because sweets can be bad. Like, and a
Yeah.
bag of potato chips, I go to town on those sometimes. Like I'll be sitting there watching games,
Anything
and
that
I'll
you
be
can get at a Dollar General or a gas station.
So, Austin, you gonna
right.
try that upset pick I gave you?
I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at next week. It's rivalry week. There's a lot of games that could flip either way. And
Yeah, the thing is,
and here's the
it could snow in
Go ahead.
Pittsburgh. You never know.
Here's the thing. I would say this, like, and I told Jackson this. Stanford, Notre Dame. I know historically, Stanford has gone to Notre Dame and won. I'm not saying that's my upset pick, but it wouldn't surprise me if Stanford is playing y'all close. I'm not gonna say. I probably am not gonna pick that because that would be stupid. I've done made one
You're
stupid
you'd
pick
be
with Notre
tripping
Dame.
on that one.
But here's the thing,
Oh,
though.
and
Stanford
I
does play you all really good, though. That's all I'm going to say.
sometimes they do. They were playing us better back when they had Christian McCaffrey and Kevin. What was his name? Kevin Hogan and obviously Andrew Luck.
Mhm.
Oh man, why am I thinking of Chris Berman shouting Hogan for some reason?
What's his name? Bryce Love. Him too.
Yeah, Bryce. Man, Bryce Love is
Bryce
awesome.
Love was the end. That was absolute tail end of Stanford being a good team. And then Stanford won a couple years ago when they were bad against Notre Dame. But Notre Dame, that was just a bad performance.
I'll tell you
that
this.
time Notre Dame went 4-8. Man, that Notre Dame team was just bad.
Man.
Yeah, that was bad.
Speaking of Bryce, I am crossing my fingers that Monday night will be awesomeness for Bryce Young. I want to see my Bama guy get it done.
Yeah, I hope he
plays on the
They
Panthers.
win.
Mm-hmm. I got the meet him 2022, but he might not remember me, but I'll have to get to a point where I can find a way to get him in. Because he sees so many people, so it's like I'll make sure if I do meet him again at some point at my lifetime, I'll make sure to let him know the date we met, and
So, did you get a picture with him?
Yeah, I got a little video with him. Yeah, I can.
I would like to show that picture of me and Michael Mayer when I met him at my work.
Nice.
I'm gonna say this: them college football players are some big boys. They make you feel like you're a teenager when you're up next to them.
Yeah. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Jeffrey up top there. Jeffrey, me and you are hitting on those Panthers picks this year, by the way, that we did earlier this year. I want to give us both credit for that. Me and Jeffrey got ridiculed for that. They were like, how dare you be so optimistic on the Panthers? They're garbage. And I'm like,
do you guys do NFL
I don't
picks?
know.
Yeah, I have a prediction video once a week typically for the NFL. I try to release it on
Colts
Thursday
have to face
afternoon.
the Wizard next week.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put the link on that video.
AKA the Pat Mahomes. My Colts can have their hands full with the Wizard tomorrow, aka Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
5-5 Chiefs. That is dangerous because they're going to be fired up to try to turn the season around.
Listen,
I'm not going
Steven,
to be
they
taking.
are not garbage. The Panthers are just fine. They are better than what they should be right now.
Yeah, the Panthers are having their best season in years.
What's the record?
5-5.
I think they're 6-5.
6-5. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Snake in the playoffs.
I predicted the Panthers to go 8-9. I think Jeffrey was like 7-10. So we're getting close to that.
Better. How about this one? What was I gonna say? Do you think Patrick Mahomes is human? I don't think he is.
Yep.
I'm not taking him lightly.
I think Patrick Mahomes is a human.
I think he's a wizard.
Some of the throws he makes, yes, are incredible. And some of the things that he does, we probably couldn't do even if we dreamed of it. But here's the thing, though. He can be beat. There is a kryptonite. It's called have a pass rush where you don't have to blitz and just get home. Tampa showed you the blueprint on how to beat him. And Philly showed you how to do it. Which, by the way, why did the Eagles have to win another Super Bowl?
Oh, man.
Jalen Hurts was due for a ring.
I did state it when I talked with Matthew Lennox on Wednesday, released on Thursday, but I kind of just made fun of that former YouTuber EDP445 over his hatred.
Don't remind me of that guy. I was a huge fan of him, and he turned into trash. Trash needs to be burned.
Yeah,
it's sad, honestly.
Yeah, because that's that dude is the definition of.
He thought because the Eagles won the Super Bowl, he could do whatever he wanted.
And he
found out the hard way.
What was it? It's
I don't know why he's I don't know why he's not in prison.
Yeah, you live long enough to be it was the quote
die
where
a
you
hero
live
or you
long
live
enough
long
to
enough
be
to be a villain.
you live long enough to be a villain before you die a hero. I think that's what it was, right?
Sometimes yes, but to be honest with you, it's really your fault when you become a villain.
Exactly. I mean, it was like
I don't go by
he acted like this big badass on the internet, but then when he was getting caught doing that messed up stuff he was doing,
I don't understand why he even did that.
he was like begging, please don't call cops, please don't call cops. Like
Dude,
he wasn't.
got caught by Cole Raven before that, and I
Yeah,
unsubscribed
that
from him.
yeah,
I knew that was going to happen to him.
that was during that was in like late October 2020, I think. That Code
Once I
Raven.
found out that dude was, and the fact that he would just do that, like, if he, from what I noticed, like from Nitro Freaks videos, because I used to watch him back then, he smelled very unpleasant, and he ate like a pig, and he talked smack about women. 3 strikes, no shot.
Yeah, that yeah, I mean that do sound yeah, it's
If
like
he would have stayed committed to losing weight and bathed, he wouldn't have a problem getting women. I'm not making excuses for him.
oh wow.
Although, because there's really no excuses for him at all. I mean, those are, I mean, come on now. And for him to do that, I mean, he ruined, like, he was making bank. He was having all these great things happening for him. And he does this, and I'm like, thinking to myself, why'd you do this, dude? You know, I rooted for the Eagles just for him that first time.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the definition of a Martin Scorsese movie where you're on top and then something stupid you really do happens that you're doing, you go downhill from there.
He thought he was all that after the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's like, and the
Jerry's
thing
like,
I
what
know,
are we talking about? It's like some YouTuber that had like a major downfall. I vaguely know what you're talking about. I saw it.
He was the guy
Yeah,
that
I never watched him.
When the cow, he always talked all that mad stuff about the Eagles and all that, and he did that whole when the Cowboys were losing to the Packers in the divisional playoffs, and that was on January 2017.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, he did that whole. Like, why would you
do that
do
now?
that?
You're throwing off YouTube on the spot.
Yeah, it's like wiping your land down under with stuff that you bought for $100. That sounds like a waste of money to me. It's like, oh, look at that, wiping my area. It's like, get that fuck out of here, that cowboy shit.
I will say this.
That cowboy.
Jackson is fired up, man. Oh my
God. Here's what I will say. To kind of flip it back to college football here. What the heck
Austin's
happened
like,
today?
I'm done.
Illinois, what was that today?
Illinois is not this year's Indiana. I will keep saying it.
What Illinois had this year was failure to communicate. That's what the fat man said on Cool Hand Luke.
And Luke Fickle has something going a little bit.
That vote of
They would barely produced one good season with Juice Williams.
Oh my God, Juice Williams from 07. Man, that was amazing. And I remember like Illinois in 09 played Cincinnati on Black Friday on November 28th, and that was on 11 a.m. on ABC, I believe.
You mean 2007?
No, Illinois played Cincinnati in 2009.
No. Oh yeah, you might have been right.
Yeah, because then like they were like the only Big Ten team at that time playing on rivalry week. They were playing Cincinnati on rivalry week, and then they played Fresno State on December 5th of 2009. That was on the Big Ten Network. And that game had a wild finish right there.
Tell me when Cincinnati played Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much the game.
Yeah,
that
Cincinnati
Doug got
played
hired
Pittsburgh.
by
Sean
Notre Dame.
McDonough throughout his puberty voiceover Cincinnati, getting that game-winning touchdown over Pitt. But also Illinois had lost in tight fashion to Fresno State that day. Illinois had
I'll say this: that day was the day Notre Dame called Brian Kelly up and hired him. I remember that.
Man.
Like, only if this was the Wisconsin that would have showed up earlier in the year, maybe Wisconsin would have made a bowl game. But we would never know. Maybe this team would have actually given Bama a game.
I would like to go to that Notre Dame Wisconsin game next season.
That'd be cool.
In Lambeau Field.
Where's it at?
Lambeau
It's in
Field.
Lambeau? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How did that
Yeah,
end
what
up
Wisconsin
happening?
needs to do, they need to get a quarterback. They haven't had a quarterback in years that was worth anything. You know, if they would actually get a solid quarterback and you know, their
running backs
dominant
were
run
always doing
style,
better,
play
too.
action pass, I think that they could be decent again, even under Fickle.
Their running backs were actually doing better. Their quarterback never impressed me.
Wait, yeah, Steven, we've been talking about a lot of things. Apparently,
Did you see that Jackson, the UAB player?
Yes,
That's terrible, dude. That is just terrible. How could you do that?
They're supposed to be your brother and like your family.
Oh.
Your brother away from home. Like you're supposed to have
this
a special
happened
bond
before
with
their
them.
game.
Man, that's some similar stuff to that whole old Miami incident in 2006. Rashawn Jones recently got charged with murdering damn it, what's that dude's name? It's one defensive tackle from Miami that was going to go probably in the second round at best.
Honestly, I'm curious to see what led up to all that. You know?
Yeah, that's what I wonder. Is like what did they have altercation like off the field? You know, beforehand that led to that. I mean, because I wouldn't see why someone would just do that like unprovoked. Something had to have happened. But still, you can't do that.
Still, can't even let things escalate between your teammates. You have to learn how to tolerate them or hit the portal.
Like I know,
honestly, hitting the portal is like the easy excuse for a lot of people instead of growing through their issues. You know,
or talk to the coaching staff about the issue.
This is the thing with this. Like you have disagreements. We all have disagreements, and you'll see a lot of times on the sideline. You'll see players yelling at one another, or they'll yell at their coach because they're upset something didn't go their way. And a lot of times you'll see a lot of them cooler heads prevail. They'll come over and tap each other up, and you can see them like say, "I'm sorry, my bad," and they go out there. But this though, there must have been something that was really said, or something like maybe he stole his girlfriend. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but there had to have been something more than just a disagreement, because this seems like something personal. Like he was out to get him. Like I don't like to speculate, but that's what this seems like. This ain't like a disagreement of, hey, you're not giving me the ball. Like, it seems more than that.
It's something really deep personal. Like somebody got whipped up by something, and who knows what it was. But I think we're gonna find out when. I don't know when we'll find out, but we will definitely be finding out in due time. Oh my
god! I want to say this.
I think my throat's about to give out for a moment.
Too real fast before we go. I want to say
definitely
this.
About to probably end the show. It's getting close to 3, but yeah, go ahead, Austin. Go ahead.
I want to bring this up to be fair to everybody, because I know Steve only thinks we're one-sided here. I'm about ready to grill the Bama's here. How's that Florida State loss looking, fellas? Florida State's 5-6 on the verge of missing a bowl game. Now, we can take this one or
that's
two
why
ways.
You're not ahead of Notre Dame. Sorry, bud.
That's fine.
Can't let that happen.
Terrible loss. I mean, the thing is that again, how I defend Notre Dame for losing to Miami and A&M in the first 2 weeks of the season. It was a week 1 loss. It was a week 1 loss. Alabama's improved since then, but the Oklahoma loss was not great either. They played great.
You're in. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean that's why, like, you know, if you'll look back on the call-in show on August 28th of 2025, Austin asked us, will Florida State be looked as the worst loss ever? Will it put a ton of pressure on DeBoer? I felt like it would at that time because
I said no.
Yep. And that's where Jeffrey said no, because it was I felt like because you know we would be getting a lot of phone calls of you need to be more mad at DeBoer. You need to be saying this. You need to be saying that. You're not upset enough. It's like here's the thing though.
Well, this season's DeBoer's been saving his job.
Oh, DeBoer was fine. Like I figured all we had to do is win. We're good to go.
They've been better this year than last year.
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
He may not touch Saban's level, but he can do some good things with Alabama.
I feel like if Bama makes the playoffs, a lot of people will overlook that and say, okay, we can get over that. We made the playoffs. Don't let that happen again. But if y'all miss the playoffs, you bet there's going to be a lot of Bama fans that are going to want to run him out of town because they're going to blame it all on that. Yep.
Oh, Austin.
Like, what's that?
Yeah, you keep going. I'll ask you later. Not done yet.
I want to say this too. I'm going to say this, and I know Jackson Jeffrey don't like when I say this, but I'm going to say this. Next Saturday might be the biggest game in Bama history. Might be one of the biggest games they ever play.
It's
not one of the biggest games they've ever played, but it's the biggest game for DeBoer's tenure because they lose and miss the playoffs, and he's going to be on the hot seat per se by the fans, not in my opinion, but by the fans, majority of fans, the whole offseason. You win, you make the playoffs, that cools off. So it's the biggest game for DeBoer's tenure, not Bama history. No.
Well.
I mean, you could make an argument it is. And the reason why I say this is because, you know, you go from losing on the last play in the Rose Bowl in overtime with Saban to missing the playoffs 2 straight years in a row. If they lose to Auburn, you all kind of need this right now. You kind of need it.
I'm still salty
more
about
than you
them
realize.
losing to Michigan. I'm still salty about Bama getting beat by Michigan, but
we should have won, but Bill Rowe fumbled. It blew everything.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call the 2025 Iron Bowl our biggest game in history. Like it's like Jeffrey said, it's the biggest game in DeBoer's career at the moment.
It is because it changes the trajectory. The reason why I said the Florida State game wasn't the biggest is because you had the potential to turn the season around, which they did. This Auburn game directly impacts whether they make the college football playoff or not. And whether they make the college football playoff or not is going to definitely change the trajectory of people's opinion of Kalen DeBoer at Alabama, specifically among Alabama fans. That's why it's that important. Because if he loses, again, 2 straight seasons of missing the playoffs, going 9-3, choking the season away at the end, the fans are going to be mad. They're going to be mad.
Austin, I think, like, our biggest games in our history, like, I could go down a whole rabbit hole, but...
You're talking about a lot of national championship type games.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Maybe I should have made this a little more clear. What I mean by biggest game, it's the biggest game y'all have played to date. Meaning every game that you all have played since this, I won't say it hasn't meant anything, but if y'all miss 2 straight playoffs, Bama all of a sudden, with Nick Saban, you're revered as national championship contenders, a team that can win it all. But with DeBoer, you all will be looked at completely different if y'all miss the playoffs 2 straight years. You'll no longer be put in that same echelon anymore. You will be seen as, okay, it's Alabama, Kalen DeBoer. And you'll no longer have that Saban-esque about you. That's what I'm getting at. Like, Bama needs this. Like, if they miss the playoffs...
Alabama needs it to stay nationally relevant in the title contention camp, like the Georgias and the Ohio State. I get it. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's just not the biggest game in history because we've had so many great games and so many impactful like national championship games. But for like right now, yes, I know what you mean. I get it. The board of Penn State stuff's a bunch of crap. Like if Penn State were somehow able
Why
to,
would they want him?
or with a big contract, then no coach is safe. Oh, what was USC when they fire Lincoln Riley? Potentially they're going to get Kirby Smart. I mean, like this would just be Looney Tunes right here. I mean, leaving Bama for Penn State is a joke. I'm sorry, that's a joke. Like Penn State's not a better job. You're nickel and diming at that point. I mean, it's like LSU just throwing money at the wall at Lane. I mean, which LSU's a better job than Ole Miss. I get that, but Penn State's not a better job than Bama. So that's just dumb.
Oh, and
I mean,
real quick before I bounce, Austin, do you have
What's
the
up?
college football 26 game?
yes, I do. I'm currently playing it as we're talking.
I should buy that game and then play you in it.
Oh, bring it on! I'm using Alabama at the moment as we're talking about it.
Yeah, as Austin's like dropping bombs on Alabama, he's playing Alabama and probably beating his opponent by 50. So yeah, the irony there.
They're playing as
I used to play with Oregon. They had some fun players to use. I love their speed.
It's like 41-10 in favor of me. But yeah,
Freshman level.
It ain't freshman level. I'm on Heisman.
Damn, I can barely win on that
Unbelievable.
level.
Yeah, when I used to play on the Wii, the college game on the Wii, man. That game's terrible. But the motion controls, man. I played the Heisman on that. I'd lose 60-0, man. Like the only way I could win on the All-American mode. I couldn't win on the Heisman mode. That stuff was rigged.
Man,
Do you have the injuries turned off?
Don't go. No, I got injuries on.
My whole team got hurt. I played it the brutal way.
I turned the injuries off.
Man, I mean, you're flicking the remote to pass. Like, come on, man. Joke.
Listen,
the way level I play with the injuries off.
I'll say this: what's annoying is when you're playing the computer and a guy's wide open, and all of a sudden the safety or corner teleports and picks you off. That gets me mad every time. I'm like, oh, this is going to be wide open, and all of a sudden it's double covered and intercepted. Ticks me off.
The play I would run on the Wii, the only play I could run against the Heisman setting, it was like the play action go route where your quarterback fakes and rolls the other way, and then the dude has the comeback route. That's the only freaking play that I could do on the Heisman mode.
I should play Austin and do a stream of it. Like he and I talk with the people while we're playing each other in the game. That'd be such a fun stream.
Like tight end attack, that's so OP because the tight end's always open. I hit it on people all the time. Like I was playing my little brother the other day. I call him my little brother, but he's like a really good like family friend. I kept spamming that on him, and he didn't know how to stop it. I just was like, eventually, I was just like, okay, I need to stop running this because this isn't fair.
Madden 08
really,
is the best Madden, according to a certain YouTuber out there. Anybody?
I like the Madden 05 because of like the music soundtrack that
the thing it is so funny, man. I don't know if anybody knows who Scott the Woz is, but Scott the Woz, man, that's a funny YouTuber, man, for video games. But Madden 08 is his favorite Madden. But like he had a video on Madden 08 one time, and like he had all these other gamer YouTubers on there. Like Madden 99 on the Dreamcast is my favorite Madden. Oh, I love Madden 04 on the DS. Like it's just so funny. Like people like just saying which one was their favorite Madden. Some of them are just garbage Maddens too. Like someone said they like Madden 09 on the Wii, and it's like there's no way you like Madden 09 on the Wii. That's the worst version of that game.
Hey, listen.
I can't play no.
It's so funny though, man.
Madden 09 is legit underrated because of the rewind button. Like, especially when you play multiplayer and play against somebody, like if they score something in a crucial moment or you fumble, you could just be like, rewind. Like, I love that. I wish they would do that, and I wish they would do that in more games. Like, have a rewind. Just like that would be fun.
One of the funniest jokes people have about Madden is that we're going to have to wait till 21-14 to finally get Madden 14.
I have a funny Madden one for you. When Aaron Hernandez got arrested, someone put one of it said, "Madden NFL 25 to life."
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny, man.
I will say this though.
47.
I remember, this is going to give Jeffrey flashback. I remember that in Madden 16, I think it was, when the Panthers were OP with Cam Newton. Oh my goodness. Literally,
Yes.
you could not stop the Panthers. Like, literally, besides the Patriots, the Panthers were OP in that game.
Or the
Because literally,
Broncos.
Cam Newton, yeah, the Broncos too. I mean, but the Panthers and Cam Newton used to drive me up a wall. Because you'd have him in a sack, and literally he would get out of it, and then he would just keep on running, and he would just keep juking people off, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So when the Panthers finally sucked again, no offense, Jeffrey, his stats kind of went down and came back to earth a little bit. I was like, thank God we could finally tackle the Panthers again.
Yeah.
Well,
people have been tackling the Panthers just fine for the last 8 years.
When he made that little sissy decision to not jump on that fumble
in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it will never not be talked about for the rest of time. It's just one of those cultural iconic plays that everyone knows.
I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, my 11-year-old he was devastated.
And
that was such a great
jump for it
too.
And then he had this lame ass excuse for him. I'm like, man, he's lucky I'm not the owner. I would have told him to apologize for that lame ass excuse. I'm cutting him. He would hate me.
Like, listen, like I know people ridicule Cam Ford all the time, but it's like one of them. It's like if we were all in that position, let's put all four of us in his shoes. Would we have dove on that with Von Miller jumping on us? We probably would have thought seconds about it.
In the regular season,
don't care?
maybe not. But in the Super Bowl, I'm going for it. I'm going to get hurt. I'm not going to go down not going for it. It's just not bad I would feel. No.
If I had Cam Newton's body at that time, that before it was broken down, yeah, I'm diving for it. If I dive for it in my own body right now, I'm probably
Super
dead.
Bowl, you go for it. And if you get hurt, you get hurt. This is football, dude.
Oh, I know. I would probably be dead, though, if Von Miller hit me.
Man,
well, it's
I say,
like,
hey, it's Von Miller, please. Ain't like getting hit by Ray Lewis or Troy Polamalu.
I'd really be done then.
I watched those dudes play.
Speaking of that, real quick,
nastiest hitters ever.
Justin Fields broke his ribs against Clemson that playoff game, and when they played Bama in that championship game, like a lot of Ohio State fans will sit there and tell you, they'll be like, if Justin Fields did not have his ribs broken, that would have been a different game. But Justin Fields wanted to play that game because he's a competitor. He wanted to win that game. He wanted
that was
to
the
be
last great Bama team. Like, elite team.
Like, in all honesty, do you think if Justin Fields was healthy, do you still think Bama wins that game?
Yes.
Or do you think that changes it?
Same results.
So, healthy Justin Fields doesn't change any of that for you because Ohio State fans will tell you until you're blue in your face that they win that game.
Well, we could have said we could have beat Georgia that year if our receivers didn't get hurt, but it's could have, should have, would have. I mean, it is what it is.
I know
it goes
Ohio
back
State
to what you
fans
tell
are
us,
complaining
Jeffrey.
about the whole tattoo gate. They don't realize that tattoo gate got them Urban Meyer. Without that tattoo gate, they don't get Urban Meyer.
I mean, Cowboys could have went to the Super Bowl if Dez would have caught it, but here we sit. I know, as a Cowboys fan, I shouldn't be sitting here saying that, but I am. Because if he would
Hey,
have,
I destroyed Des Bryant's career, man.
He was not the same no more.
Man.
Jackson's the only one here that's had any good luck because he roots for Bama. I mean, his Titans almost went to the Super Bowl that one year. I mean, Jackson gets all the good luck. Jeffrey
Them firing
has a
Mike
certain-
Vrabel was bad.
Oh man, I
Okay.
was talking about that with Mike last night about how Mike Vrabel being fired was a dumb move, and I'm hoping the Titans can make Kevin Stefanski their version of Mike Vrabel.
I hope the Titans don't select Jeremiah Love. I don't want to face him twice a year.
Oh man.
And I don't want him
But
playing
hey,
for a
listen,
bad
the Titans
franchise.
are done. No thanks,
Yeah,
Jackson.
like how
You know how
Derrick
much I
Henry
respect
rotted away at the Titans.
Oh man.
Remember, Derrick
It could
Henry,
be
he
worse,
had to
I
get
mean.
out of the Titans.
Well,
He had to leave.
gentlemen, I'll head off for the
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
no, Jackson cannot leave until. If not, I'm staying on until 4 or 5 in the morning. We got all leave if Jackson's leaving us. So you guys have any
Jackson is
thoughts
like
on this wonderful stream? It was a lot of fun. It was a great time. I appreciate everybody for coming on. It was a blast. But you guys
Hope
have
I wasn't on here too long. I didn't want.
Oh, it's
Jackson's like
fun
the
hanging
ball.
with you guys as always.
I just, like I said, I don't
Jackson's
know if
like
there
the
was like a
ball.
time limit for like fans to be on here, and I don't want to be.
Oh,
like,
I mean, the
choked
thing
up.
is, like, if I had a lot of other callers coming on, then I would have a limit. And I've had that happen before.
Yeah, I don't.
Had to move through people because I mean, if we bring on too many people, then it is hard. But yeah, you're good,
Yeah,
man.
just let me.
Future
Just let me know.
streams
I don't
might
wanna be
have
that
like
person
5 or
that-
6 people waiting, and because that's how Mark does it on Boys College Football. If he's got like a lot of people, I've been on there. He'll be like, "Hey Jeffrey, I got more callers. Can you move on?" But you're good, man. I had a great time talking tonight with you and Austin and Jackson.
Anytime, man. I'm glad I
And,
came on here.
sure.
It was good. It was great talking, Walker. I tell you, man, like that was fun.
It was. I gotta get back on here again. Maybe
I
next
know
week.
it.
Well,
But
when I'm home from my game with
Austin and I
Gilmore.
will figure out something on our
Yeah.
end. But
Oh yeah, we have to
for
play
me,
at
I'll-
10:30 next week. How's that?
What'd you say, Walker?
We have to play at 10:30 p.m. next week.
Yeah, it sucks.
I get to watch some of the games, more games.
Wait,
Although
what?
much more-
Notre
At least I
Dame
get
has
to watch
played at
that.
10:30. Oh,
They play Stanford on the road.
Oh,
Northern-
okay.
Yeah, I thought that Pac-12 at night was dead.
No. They just kind of gave it a new. They gave it a few new names. They gave it.
That's why you got Washington, UCLA at 10:30.
Yeah,
Call
Jackson,
West
you
Coast
got
at
the
night.
cup ready? You got
What's
that cup
that?
ready with some coffee?
Oh yeah,
So what-
I'm pretty much getting it ready for Black Friday, and I'm getting it ready for Rivalry Week Saturday as well. And
You got your
then,
cup ready, Jeffrey, with your coffee?
I don't
Jeff-
usually drink coffee.
Yeah,
That's not
Jeffrey-
really my thing. I'm going off fumes right now. Like someone said, I was drinking Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull. I'm not a big coffee guy.
I'll probably just drink coffee because Red Bull. I just found out like energy drinks made this dude barely able to walk.
Well,
I know
yeah.
people that drink energy drinks all the time, and they're the most sluggish people on the planet. So it's like it's not working, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna make Valentine's Day my rest day this year because like there's no.
Yeah, Jackson just gets one rest day a year, man. Like, dude.
But I guarantee there's probably breaking news of some sort. But
Dude, everybody needs
on
a break,
Xbox
man.
or
Like
do you play on
I was gonna
PlayStation?
do my prediction stream this week, and I was like, all right, me and Will couldn't fit a time in. I didn't feel like it yesterday. I just didn't do it.
Does Austin play Xbox or does he play PlayStation? Austin, you there?
okay,
Oh,
Valentine's
I didn't
Day's
know you
on
were talking about
Saturday,
that.
and that's
Do
college
you play
basketball.
do you play PlayStation or Xbox?
I'm a PlayStation guy.
Question: is there a way maybe I can, even though I'm on Xbox, I can make a roster and make it downloadable for both consoles? Because I want to make some fantasy rosters.
Yeah, they have Cross Connect now, where you can play Xbox and PlayStation users can play one another. That's one of the cool features.
No, I'm trying to make like fancy rosters, like all 2000s A, all 2000s B, same goes to 2010s, and also maybe a little bit in the 90s. And also, I would like to make all 2025 A versus all 2025 B roster. Fantasy teams.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's kind of what I like to do sometimes. I wish they would do that more, because the NBA does that. They'll do the all-time teams. They do it every year. I wish college
do that.
Football and NFL would do more of that. Could you imagine some of the great
all decades teams and and team A and B of this year's game? I mean, that'd be so sick.
I told
I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4. Oh yeah, that's right. I got PS4.
I told Jackson,
Grand Theft Auto 6 will never release, man.
No. We're gonna get Alabama Georgia Tech before we get Grand Theft Auto 6. That I can guarantee.
Here's the thing. I told Jackson this, and I mean this. If Jackson would go out and get a PS5 and Jeffrey would get one too, I want to see him and Jeffrey play a game of College Football 26 on the Alabama channel. That would be so fun. I would donate $500.
Me and Austin, me play Austin, and those two play each other, and then after that, the winner of each matchup plays each other.
Oh yeah, hey, I would give $500 in super chats for that. I'm being dead serious. If we can make that happen, I will do that. I will give $500 for that.
Hey, you got my Twitter account, so let me know about it.
I will literally just to see Jeffrey Jackson play as Indiana and Alabama, because that would be so funny. Jeffrey would be like, "Come on, Signetti, come on!"
Yeah,
it'd be like
I probably wouldn't win, man. They probably have that Bama ratings being higher.
You'd probably smoke me though. I think because I don't play on the high difficulty level, I think Austin would smoke me, and then he'll be waiting on you two to get done, and then
he'd probably beat us all.
No, I think you would give me a good game, Jeffrey. And for some reason, I feel like Jackson would be a sneaky good one, because he would act like he doesn't know what he's doing when he has all those special trick plays ready for me. He'll be like, "Watch this. Austin doesn't think I can win. Watch him pull out the Philly special on me or something."
And how about this? One of you guys, if when Austin and I play each other, you guys can be the commentators.
Oh my God.
And then Austin would be and I would be your commentators, and then me and the loser would be commentators.
That is crazy.
This is great.
That is crazy.
We gotta find a way to make that happen. How do you get the game going the live stream? That's my question.
Jackson will be like, "Let me pull out that Bama special." Be like, "I don't know what I'm doing, Austin. Oh, I just threw a 45-yard touchdown. I guess I did know what I was doing." I'd be like, "You poker shark."
But how about this? It'd be Notre Dame
and Jeffrey over here will be
and Alabama versus Indiana.
He'll be trying to. Yeah.
Oh man, if Alabama plays Indiana, we're gonna go all in on that. But who am I kidding?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Whoever we play as a playoff team, what I'll probably do is get the Voice College Football people on as guests for whoever the particular team would be, and then just kind of add a few YouTubers / media people on as guests on the Alabama channel, SC channel. And then what I'll do is just kind of add them into my channel and see if I can get them on with Jeffrey as well. Just kind of help them kind of get the schedule worked out on both ends.
Anyways, I'm gonna get off here now. I'm tired. I'll see you guys later, and
see you later, man.
Hopefully we can do this with the college football game.
I'm thinking about it for sure.
This
Absolutely,
Yes.
man. That sounds like a really cool idea, and yeah, that'd be awesome, man. But I appreciate you coming on, though. It was a great time, and definitely can't wait to talk to you soon, man.
Anytime, man. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.
Later.
You have a great night. Any final thoughts, Austin and Jackson, before we hit the bed?
Pitt looked good against Georgia Tech. Jackson, so sorry for you and your dreams of Georgia Tech, good buddy. I mean,
That's all good.
sorry about that. Tennessee finally going to Gainesville after
I'm
so
kind
many
of
times.
sucking it up and dealing with like a Virginia SMU or a Virginia Miami or a SMU Miami AC title game at this point. So I'm like, okay, screw it.
Another bet lost. Scott Satterfield let me down again. So there's another 60 for Jackson coming his way. That makes about 160 on the tab. Come on, LSU, help me out.
Don't bet with Jackson, man. He's a sniper.
Well, see, here's the thing. Jackson was dogging Scott Satterfield. I felt it was in my obligation to stick up for him. And I told Jackson, I was like, Scott Satterfield's going to get him to a Big 12 title game. Brendan Sorsby's the man. And Jackson's like, no, he's not. He's fool's gold, good buddy. And then I made a dumb wager. We both wagered $60, but I told Jackson that I want him in a Cincinnati jersey, and I want him to publicly apologize, and that backfired. So Jackson's got 160 coming his way here pretty soon. We're waiting on the Oklahoma. Either we're going to draw or I'm going to owe him another 40. So Jackson might have $200 coming his way before this is over with. Let's make another bet. Auburn's going to win by 3 touchdowns, Jackson. I'll bet you $200. There we go. We'll make it easy.
You're not serious about that, are you?
Yeah, I would not. I would not do that. You're putting yourself in the hole, man. Big time.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Man.
I am not serious about that.
Yeah.
Like
that's just the 3 a.m. talking right there.
Yeah.
Listen, you all have known me long enough to know when I am messing with you all, I would not put $200 on Auburn winning by 3 touchdowns. I would put $200 on Indiana winning by 3 touchdowns or Bama winning by 3 touchdowns, but not Auburn. I want to know about Austin's new girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single, my dude. I'm like Jackson and Jeffrey. I'm living the bachelor life. But anywho, got some business. Go ahead and ask. What business got some business? Anywho. But yeah, Tennessee winning in Gainesville, good for them. Let's see, what else to miss? Vandy winning, good for them. Shoot. Utah winning a shootout. Did you touch on that?
They found a way to win.
3 hours ago, I did.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Austin.
Sean McDonough throughout got excited as hell about Isaiah Satanga III scoring that 87-yard touchdown for Oklahoma.
I see. Oh yeah, that we'll get to that later. That's we didn't make that official. Okay. Anywho, let's see. That's about it. And of course, Texas is winning.
All right, Steven. Steven, we'll remember that next week. We'll remember that next week.
Hey, Steven, we love you. We cherish you. But please tell us that's the 3 a.m. talking. Please tell me you've had too much Pepsi tonight. Please tell me that. Please tell me you had too much Pepsi in your rum. Please tell. Like, you're just doing this to keep Jeffrey on here until 7 a.m. to keep him away from his wife and kids. How dare you, Steven? How dare you?
Oh, man. Like,
Jeffrey,
you got to be thinking about Ben from his spoiling Ben and Sam and quacking off with Ben and Spaz, where I always love his quote on how he says, how dare you? He goes, how dare you? How dare you? Like, we got to get him to bring it back. Like, because, I mean,
yeah.
Like we gotta get him to bring back the how dare you talk, like the discussion where he goes, How dare you? How dare you? Because it's like that. That should be like a T-shirt right there. With like that would be awesome. Like I'll make sure to kind of next time I talk with them, I'll do that.
Yes. We won't even talk about it. Oh no. Now, listen. If Purdue beats Indiana, Jeffrey will personally run around the house with his dog backwards 60 times if that happens, which is not going to.
Oh Lord.
And Jackson will do a backflip onto the trampoline if that happens. And I will personally
I ain't doing a daggum thing. I'll come on the live stream and yell a little bit. That's about it.
I can't do a backflip for squat, my guy.
See, Jeffrey, yours isn't that bad,
Jackson
though, my
gotta get in
dude.
shape.
Jeffrey, you're just running backwards with your dog, my dude. That's not that bad. Just do like our parents used to tell us, run around the house when you get bored. Except you're doing it backwards with the dog. It's not like I told you give him $500. I mean,
Oh man.
that's the way. But yeah, the waiting on Indiana to lose score. Hey, Indiana's
That's
probably
the
going to go
I want
undefeated.
Indiana to lose so badly score.
Well, I'm on.
Yes.
I think I'll be heading off.
Yes.
Jeffrey,
You guys have a
I'll,
great night. I appreciate it, Jackson. I
tell
appreciate
your
it.
friends, family, and the cashier's post about the magic that Jeffrey brings on Only Talk Sports, where he talks sports every single day, or at least he tries to, and the magic he brings on Alabama at the Voice of College Football. Tune in.
I appreciate it, Jackson. I appreciate everybody that came on tonight. Cade and the Diesel Freak. Appreciate the super chats from Cade the Diesel Freak. Appreciate it, Jackson, as well. Appreciate it, Dave Valensky, Minnesota Dave. Appreciate Pitt Snipe Husker. Appreciate Walter, the Notre Dame fan. Appreciate Stephen Cherry, Hummus Hero, all you guys. You guys are awesome. Ralph Wolf as well. Appreciate all you guys for coming on. Great show, as always, because of you guys. And be back. I'll be back next week. Next Saturday night to do it all over again. I don't know. Friday night, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not saying. Yeah, I probably would throw a chair. I would throw a chair if they lost to Purdue, but not as violently though. But
I'll make sure to go fast enough for as fast as I can for Monday. But then when we because I mean, like, I'll be going on the SC channel after I get done with Crimson Tide Live anyway. So it's because that way you'll be able to do the college football stream with Will, like, because I got a feeling you'll be able to do Monday night, right?
hopefully, I've got to talk with Will.
Jeffrey's more likely to throw a Bobby Hill. Oh, Jeffrey's got Bobby Hill Riz now, Jackson. That's good to know.
Nah, but
somehow at 3:03 a.m. I
like,
guess I do. Somehow.
He's kind of more like looks more like he got Hank Hill, and I'm kind of like Boomhauer. Like, who'd be our Dale and Bill? That'd be the question. Or oh man,
Jeffrey's the new Bobby Hill with the Riz. I like it.
That's my first. I don't know you.
See, Jackson, that gives me a good idea. When I donate my money to you all, I'm going to put in there, this is for Bobby Hill Riz to Jeffrey.
I mean, it's better to have Riz than not have Riz, right?
This is true. This is true.
I appreciate it. Like I said, though, I appreciate everybody for being in the chat, coming on the show. I don't know if I'll go live next Friday and next Saturday. Definitely if I go live both nights, because I know Friday night's a big night too. I'm not staying that late both nights, but I we'll see, because like I said, I know Texas A&M, and a lot of other big games on Friday and big games on Saturday. So yeah, it's gonna be possible to do both streams on both nights. It'd be a ton of fun, but I gotta get some sleep as well. But I appreciate it, Jackson. I appreciate it, Austin. I will definitely be talking to you guys soon, I'm sure. And yeah, like I said, can't wait to do it. Hopefully, show with Will this week and do the call-in show recap show maybe on Friday and Saturday. Saturday for sure, but maybe squeeze in a Friday one as well. But definitely, again, everyone, appreciate it for being here. Like the stream down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share the stream out on social media, and definitely tell everybody that you know that loves college football about what we're doing here. If they want a good laugh, if they love talking about college football with a side of a ton of jokes, they I think would enjoy the show for sure. So I definitely would like to add more people to the arsenal, to our wonderful chat that keeps everybody in stitches. It's always a great time, so I appreciate it, and I definitely will see all of you guys soon. You guys have a great night. I appreciate it.